Definitely forgot to do something, but I don't know what that something is, so I'm just not going to worry about it. We're live. I guess I refresh Tuesday slots. I think I've done everything that I need to do before I start streaming. And we'll just kind of hope that that's true. Oh, I need to pull open chat. That's what I forgot to do. That's not a big deal, though. I don't need to read chat. All of my streams are pre-recorded anyway, so. Joke. Hi, Bango Scumpus. We have, I don't know if you all have listened to the new Ada Rook album. Have you guys listened to the new Ada Rook album? We have some time to kill before people get in here. We can talk about music or whatever the hell we want. Last night, I watched 2 movies, and they were both not good movies, but they were really funny. I watched Furious, The Furious, I think it's called. It's like a Chinese kung fu film. That shit sucked, but it was awesome. I love any movie whenever like there's a conflict. The only answer to the conflict is kung fu. That's it. Oh, there's a conflict? Time for some kung fu. And then they just start beating the shit out of each other. And you watch like 2 heroic characters just like fucking kill everyone with kung fu around them. That shit's funny as fuck. I love that. Yeah, no, it's a based movie. It's not a movie I would like to watch sober. So luckily, I was already really high by the time I was watching that movie. But it was really good after the edible. Let me tell you that. That was a really good watch. I gave it like a fucking 3 on Letterboxd, even though the movie was really bad. The movie was awful. Does not matter. If you are altered, that movie's sick. I want to pull up. There's like one scene where like a guy gets hit in the head with a hammer and then it goes slow motion. He watches his head like jellies. And then there's another scene where a guy's like frozen in ice and they like use him as cover and he gets like punched into shards, the ice guy. It's like legitimately it's the funniest movie I think I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, Elikman for 20 consecutive streams. That's crazy. Anyway, that was the first movie I watched. The second movie I watched, a lot more familiar, a lot more noticeable. Second movie I watched was Twilight. The first Twilight, I watched it with some friends. And honestly, it kept me entertained. It's not a good film, but I think we're past punching down on little girls' media. I think we're hopefully past that as a culture, because that was all. Soundtrack for the movie is really good. I agree. I used to always shit on my friend John. He listens to CDs. He doesn't use the aux in his cord. And he would he listens to the Breaking Dawn soundtrack, but I don't know, I feel like you listen to Twilight music, dude. And he's like, it's just pop music, and I'm like, yeah, actually it is. At least the first one's like a lot of rock too. Bango Scumpus for 30 consecutive streams. Oh my goodness, Elikman, step it up. Anyway, I don't know if you guys heard Ada Rook's new album. While we're just still waiting for some more people to come in, let's do a little miniature taste of what the music stream's like here. I'm gonna put a poll up, and when we have 2 minutes left in the song, and you can kind of just vote where you're at. Has been watching for 75 consecutive streams, dude. Do you close the tab? Am I just permanently open on your second monitor? What the fuck? Anyway, this is a song from Ada Rook's new album, Come Songs, Whatever Grace. This was my favorite song off the album. Oh, my audio drivers are not working. We're going to fix that first, and then we can listen to music. I hear audio drivers are actually kind of important to playing sounds from your computer. There we go. Now we have songs. This is not Ada Rook. And there you go. You get a poll. That's how the music streams work normally. Little flavor test. You can see one in future. I plan on doing a music stream again. Yeah, sorry, I had it too quiet before. The Thanos card was shit. Okay, that was Whatever Grace by Ada Rook. And we have, so what I would do now normally in the music streams is you would take the A and the C tier and you would like, I'd probably like middle that to a B, and then we'd put it on like a Google Docy, and then you could link it, and then I link it at the end, and then I do like all viewer songs after the first one. Anyway, yeah, that's the new song from Ada Rook. I really like that album. I think it had some tracks that I didn't really like on it, but like it had some pretty cool ones. Anyway, we're gonna go to normal shuffle play of the liked music playlist. And probably get into deck reviewing here. What's your 50-60 card format? Modern. Modern for sure. It's not even really a contest. I like Pauper a lot too, and Legacy, but Modern's just so good. Everyone, by the way, bought the new sleeves. I don't know if you all heard, but I have sleeves now. Is deck review no longer a channel point option? It will be a channel point option. I'm sorry, I've been kind of low energy the last week or two, but I'm getting it back. My thought is that we'll just have like a free deck review stream day if there's enough people who have like the points changed, like saved up, and we could just like burst fire 5 of them all at once. So, yeah. Yeah, not buying them. Sorry. Okay, Helios, you don't have to broadcast that you're not consuming my product. It's fine. That's the default. The default's I'm not buying them. I know. It's okay. The default is I am not buying them. It's cool. I understand. We're in a recession, but if you can buy them and you want them, then do so. It helps the artist out too. We're going 50-50 split with the artist JG. JG's a very talented artist. Honestly, this might turn into a poster print someday. So, hooray! Because people really like these. We've sold a lot in the first day. Is the cost still gonna be 45K? Yes, it'll still be 45K. We'll have like a huge end of month bonus stream where I just review free channel point review decks. Maybe we'll have 2 streams just in case you can't make it to one, you can make it to the other. And then that will help kind of clear up the backlog. And then, yeah. Anyway, we have deck reviews we gotta do, How many points are deck reviews? The channel point reward for a deck review is 45,000, which sounds like a lot, but there's some chuds in here who do nothing but watch my stream and they've gotten like 5 already. So, just saying, it's not impossible, and in fact, it's very possible. How the hell do people actually hit 45K points? They watch the stream every day. There's someone with a 75 viewership streak. Damn, I guess we'll go first. You'll still earn a free deck review if you watch for long enough. I don't know. It might not take you like 6 months like some of these, people. But like, you can instead like get it in like a year. I don't know. It's like, whatever. Just watch when you can. You'll get channel points and then you smile. No, because you called us chuds. Helios, This is not the place for playful ribbing haters. Anyway, we have deck reviews. I need to open those up. I think I fucked this up in some way. Tuesday. That's 4. Tuesday, that's 5. So this is the 6th Tuesday stream. 1. Eldershire, thank you for the tier 1. All right. So, you're not going to be at the stream, so you go at the very end. Sorry, Sushi. I'll be able to catch the stream around 6 EST. Okay, so you're going to go here. I should be, but I'll peep the VOD. That can go... Do we have Lucas here? If we don't have Lucas here, he goes back of queue. Or not quite back, because, like, how I organize these is typically whoever says they're going to be present, they go first. Okay, your yeet ball... and then I'll go, like, people who aren't going to be present for the stream, always at the back of the VOD. Just because they're not as time sensitive. We should see the yeet ball. Yep, okay. This is your deck. Zergo and Ojutai. Flying Haste has hexproof as long as it entered this turn, which is cool. Whenever one of your dragons deal combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and rest of the bottom of your library. You may return one of those dragons to its owner's hand. That's kind of funny. Let's see. The goal with the deck is to win with sneak attack. I want to play Zergo on turn 4 and immediately get swinging/digging through the deck. Oh, this is such a cool sneak attack deck. Because you fucking... Oh, that's awesome! You hit them with Big Dragon go back in your hand so you can sneak attack it again. This is sick! Okay. Okay, I'm in now. I don't want the deck to be fully reliant on sneak attack to win, but certainly the primary angle for the deck. Dragons are still good enough at killing, so I'm never really cooked if I lose sneak attack. No real budget restriction, but I'd rather avoid putting more crazy price stuff unless it's really good for the deck. I say like I don't have Copper Dragon and Teferi's Pro in here. Whatever. Those are you're good. You already own them. I understand. Universes Beyond and stuff is fine, but I don't want the deck to go infinite. That's a-okay. I don't think Dragon decks need to go infinite to win. We're on the same page there. If a card you think goes infinite with a card that's currently decked, keep whichever half is better / has more aura. No free interaction or protection, purely to hold moral superiority over someone in my pod. Based. The deck feels pretty vulnerable in early turns and can feel pretty stranded if I lose Zurgo after the first turn cycle. Okay. We have a lot to talk about here because I do like dragons. Dragons is kind of a spoon-fed creature type, but I just can't help but enjoy them because they are like one of Magic's like core things. But this is awesome. The sneak attack plan with this deck. I am a little concerned we're getting slightly Win Mori with Molten Echoes here. I guess it curves nicely into sneak attack where you go 4 mana this, 5 mana sneak attack, sneak something into play, you get 2 copies of it. Turn after that, Zurgo and Ojutai sneak attack 1 thing because this is a 5 mana play. And then that 1 thing become 2 thing. Okay, I like Molten Echoes enough. I'm okay with this. Aang's Iceberg just feels so expensive. I think I would like to see more red dragons in your deck, so we could use Purphoros as like a second sneak attack option. Is that something? What do you think the coolest legend of 2025 was? Gonti? Was Gonti 2025 or was Aether Drift 2024? Was the Gonti that turned every creature into Ragavan? Was that in that year? 2025. Okay, maybe Gonti. Gonti's certainly one option there. If Murders of Karlov Manor was also 2025, it could be. I do like Tristani 3 Whispers. Aether Drift Gonti was 2025. Okay, that would be like the first thing that comes to mind anyway. Okay, I don't know if I quite like Kolaghan Warmonger. It's cute. I think I'm gonna cut the dragon cost reducers. Like, this just isn't what we're doing. We're cheating. Okay, we can keep Dragon Speaker Shaman. And then that's Dragon Lords. We can keep it, whatever. We can keep it. It's a cool card. I just don't know if it's that good, right? Thank you, Thermite Enjoyer, by the way, for the tier 1, or the prime, rather. It's fine. It's okay. These make sense. Honestly, every dragon you have makes sense. I'm just trying to think if we can like fit more artifact dragon or red dragon up here. So like where's Balefire dragon? Am I stupid? Is there a budget limit that we can't explode past? No real budget restriction, but I'd rather avoid adding crazy price stuff unless they're good for like whenever I think of dragon deck, I think of Balefire, right? Like I know this card's expensive. It's $20. It is yeah, it is just fucking insane. Yeah, this is the Commander Dragon in my mind. If we are cheating Dragon into play, Balefire Dragon is the first dragon I think of. Utvara is number 2, bud. So I definitely say Balefire Dragon needs to be in. Type Dragon, sort MV, color red, but it doesn't need to be exactly red. It can be any combination of red and whatever. Because for Perf and Tannock, which is some things I'm thinking about adding. I'm not quite sure if we're correct in doing so, but that's what the playtesting's for. It's a very good word. This is very good words. Creatures attacking your opponents have double strike. Yum. Do extra combats with Velomachus? Come on. Oh, fuck. No, we can't be tempted by the Velomachus lore hole. Thunder Dragon's fine. It's just, not that good. Terror of Mount Valus is a really good thing to get back into your hand. Look at that. Whenever this creature enters, creature can get double strike until end of turn. Fuck you, die. Goes back to your hand at end of turn. You get to give all your things double strike again. Instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm. That is a very funny dragon to cheat into play. We don't have the instant and sorcery count for it. You may discard your hand and draw cards equal to number. And then all the dragons you just use get bounced back to your hand. Like, come on, that's sweet, right? You can do that every turn. Gross. I've never realized that Balefire Dragon is 7 mana. I've never paid the cost for this card. It's always just entered play. Is Steel Hellkite too cute? A little. The main reason why I don't like Steel Hellkite that much is quite simply because it blows up tokens, though. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice, chat. Okay, we have a lot more red dragon now. How much is freaking $18 for Astral Dragon now? Jesus. I didn't know it was already in the deck. That's fair. I'm a little concerned about Dragonologist. I just don't think it's that good. It cantrips, it protects thing. That's cute. Is it good? It's fine. It's definitely a not a bad card. I just don't think it's like good. I'd be more into Roiling Dragonstorm if we were doing like discard matters, reanimator kind of stuff, but we're just not. We're just not. Can all wield Mjolnir? Let me read this fucking thing. Attach it to legendary creature control. That's funny, I guess, yeah. Sonic would not be bad in this deck, but also it's just like such an aura loss to put that in, and you really just don't need it. So that's like a double whammy of sucking. Magmatic Hellkite's kind of funny here. Why? Oh, just because you can keep like blowing up shit. Wrong Mjolnir. Oh, the new one that just got spoilered. Ugh. Fuck Marvel. Speaking of which, I'm gonna DM Mauled right now. Mauled Hound. Yo, Mauled. Insane joke idea. We skip Marvel and act like Strixhaven is just getting revealed now and do the Strixhaven stream instead. Or just me and Mauled will just LARP that Strixhaven's coming out right now and do that. Woohoo. So we need to remove one more thing. Yeah, because Mauled had that throat thing going on. We had throat pain. Anyway, sorry, I was checking my fucking notifications for a second there. I do like Morningtide's Light. That's kind of a cute idea where you can like use it to save your dragons that you just sneak attacked in if your commander's out of commission. Honestly, I'm gonna remove Austere Command. If you really think about it, like really squint and think here, Balefire Dragon is a board wipe. So you don't need Austere Command. Balefire Dragon's a board wipe. You're covered. You're good. Sapphire Dragon, let me see. Is this like the counterspell one? You scry 2 when it attacks. It's just, this is fine. It's cute. The idea is cute, where you can counter. He had jaw pain or something. Yeah, something like that. But you counter their non-creature spell, and then you play the Sapphire Dragon, then you hit them, and then it goes back to your hand. Issue: if you could sneak attack this from Exile, the Adventure Zone, I'd be a lot more interested. But because you have to pay 7 mana and then hit them with it to get the negate back with Zurgo and Ojutai, I think it's too cute, right? It's too cute. Would it not want to run a few reanimates? You could. It's just it takes up a lot of deck real estate making reanimate good. All right, let's play test this. I would not keep a one lander in my dragon deck. Oh, this one doesn't have any red. Okay, this is really keepable. Put Savai Triumph on the bottom. Alright, so draw. Arid Mesa for Rogran Triumph. Next turn. Training Center. Pass. Winds of Abandon your annoying commander. Lose the game because we missed our land drop. I don't know. I know you have the 2 land cycling dragons. I just think we're kind of too low here. We should probably get one more in. Probably going to be... Reconnaissance is so fucking good. I was like, what is a MBTI? Did you just say like something horrible in my chat? This Myers-Briggs test. I see. Myers-Briggs. I don't know. I don't believe in that shit. It's like horoscopes for fucking businessmen. Like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm sure Myers-Briggs has a fucking personality type for me. The stupid moron. Don't care. Sorry. People love categorization. That's what I've been doing recently with my YouTube videos. I've been like categorizing things, and then people watch those videos because they like to be sorted, right? But yeah, no, I've never done a Myers-Briggs test or anything. I do think Imarith is just like a little middling in terms of a payoff, and I would rather just have a land. What's the white blue MDC? That's the one that taps everything. That's not bad. Type sorcery. My guess for you is inti to. I don't even know what that means. What does it mean? Is that good? Am I evil? Is everything okay? Do I need a therapist? Do I need drugs? Duck of Doom 12. Why does it feel like every Izzet player just wants to build a pipe bomb in the corner for 6 turns and then explode me with it? That's called Storm, buddy, and it's been here forever. Does it really matter? I'm just trying to smile and have fun, Helios. You're being a little bit of an inche right now, dog. Calm down. I would keep this hand. This hand works. We kind of need a big dragon, but our deck's full of those. It's not full of idyllic tutors. All right. Oh wait, this one doesn't. This one enters tap. Okay, great. Honestly, Valakut Awakening is land. Let's just double tap land over here. Who cares? And then this turn, you go Moonbless Cleric for sneak attack. Sneaky, sneaky. If only this was 4 mana, because it's kind of awkward that sneak attack and this are basically 5 mana, because you always want a 4 mana sneak attack and then activate it immediately. So it's a little annoying that these are both basically 4 mana plays. Or 5 mana plays. So I think we're going to decide Idyllic Tutor. And this is the second time now that I felt like I want like an enchantment land to go and grab. So I just like guarantee have a land drop. Let's do Molten Echoes. This is the safest thing to grab, I think. Okay, great. We don't really need the Molten Echoes yet. Zergo and Ojotai. Dink. Flying Haste. Hit someone. Top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Get to put one in our hand. Dink. Actually, let's put Arena of Glory into our hand. That card's kind of broken. Why isn't Valgavat's Lair a lair, by the way? That kind of fucks me up. We have a whole ass card type for you. And we didn't use it. Anyway, we win. We win here. Because we go sneak attack. Here's Dragon Hawk. Oh wait, no, you want to go Astral Dragon first, create 2 token copies of sneak attack that are 3/3s. Okay, here's Dragon Hawk. We will exile 1, 2, 3 cards on the top of our library. We can cast them until our next end step. Attack, attack, attack. 1, 2, 3. Put our land drop in our hand. Okay, we exile another 3. Oh, wait, no, we should have exiled those first. My fault. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. All right. These go into exile forever. Oh, no. Or do you put them in your graveyard? Oh, that are still exiled. So, yeah, we do 12 damage This goes back to hand after it hits. This goes back to hand after it hits. 1, 2, 3. Planes. Right? Just whenever one of our dragons? Yeah, fuck it. So anyway, good luck getting rid of sneak attack because we have 3 of them. Oh, whoops. Okay, move to discard. Dink, dink. Okay. Next turn, and then this turn's like an actual factual win. Because you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Molten Echoes. Red. Astral Dragon. Astral Dragon makes 2 dragons tokens of this, and then we also get a second Astral Dragon token. Makes 2 Molten Echo tokens of this. And then we can go red, sneak attack in, dragon, or I guess you want to get Terror of the Peaks in first, but then you do all the rest of these. And then everyone's dead. They're just dead. They died. I don't like Disrupt Decorum. Furcrag feels too synergy reliant, whereas the rest of these dragons kind of just say dragon on them, and they are dragons, so they self-trigger. I don't know. I don't like the goading angle of Furcrag here. That frees up enough room for Purphoros, Bronze-Blooded, and Tannock, Memorial Ensign, or Steadfast Second. Memorial Ensign's the Gruul one. Oh my god, $81? That's crazy. Drunk Calamari gifting 5 tier 1 subs. If you got a sub from Drunk Calamari, make sure to thank them. I couldn't keep a 1-lander. I can keep this, though. Draw. Mystic Monastery. Next turn. Rogran Trio. Next turn. Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Sarkhan Soul Flame. Spectator Seating. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zergo and Ojutai. Hit you. 1, 2, 3. Meringue River Regent. Love a little bit of Meringue. This we can go bounce back to our hand. Morning Tide's Light. Otawara. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I recommend always drawing Sneak Attack, by the way. Is Solitary Confinement and Lock appropriate for bracket 2? So when we say lock, do we mean we have Sterling Grove, Solitary Confinement, and then we also have like Indestructible and everything, and then also like, is that what your deck's doing? In which case I would say probably not. Is your deck running Solitary Confinement in it? Is that what your lock is? If so, I think that's fine. I think if you can't answer an enchantment in bracket 2, that's on you. If you are making it extra hard to answer that enchantment, I think we're going into the realm of 3. That's the dividing line for me. But like also just mention it in Rule 0 if you feel like it's too much. Literally, that's all for brackets. If I'm sitting down to play my Necron Precon and you're like, I have an indestructible Solitary Confinement by turn 5, I'm like, I can't answer that. I hope you know. And like, I'm not. It's not gonna be a good fun game. And then yeah, that's it. Like, I don't know. I just think about like, what could my Necron, like, what could the default Necron Precon answer? And the answer is not that. So I would say probably not. But like something like if you just played it, I could probably deal with that. I don't know. Like I said, it's just like if you feel like something's too much, you should just mention it before the game, and then everything's peachy. Anyway, what are we cheating to play here? Probably just Zergo and Ojutai. Except its name is Sark. Oh, nice. We can do this twice, and then keep this one back. Like, we don't have to bounce this one, is all I mean. Let's take Ancient Sapphire Silver Dragon. Bottom. 1, 2, 3. Cavernous Souls. Bottom these 2. This goes back to hand. Move to discard. Discard. Protect of the Wastes. That shock. Sacred Foundry. Red, 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 red. So we can do 4 dragons right now. I get it. You can do 4 dragons right now. Sex. Anyway, Zergo and Ojutai, Ancient Silver Dragon, Meringue River Region, Ancient Gold. Dude, you're fucking die. You're dead. Welcome to hell, pal. This is my turn forever. All right, let's do our 2 Ancient Gold Dragon triggers here. Oops, sorry. 2 Ancient Gold Dragon triggers here. What is it? 20? It's 4. 13, 7. 20 tokens, please. Okay. Ancient Silver Dragon. 20. I'll draw 20 cards and have no maximum hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, great. So do this every game, is what I recommend. I don't think Feed the Swarm's in the precon. It might be. It has like, it would be Unstable Obelisk is how you would answer it. It has Unstable Obelisk in it. But it does have Feed the Swarm. It has Unstable Obelisk, and then it has the Canoptic Scarab Moron that you can unearth from your graveyard for 7 to blow up anything you want. Those are the 2 answers. No, you could answer an enchantment a couple of ways here. I'm going to pull up the Necron precon. Sorry, I love getting distracted. There's a few Necron precon answers to enchantments and stuff. Because you have the 4 mana Canoptic Moron. Where are you? Anyway, you have Unstable Ob. Right. Destroy target permanent for 7 mana. How do you submit a deck list? Check the YouTube description. There's an artifact creature in here that lets you do it. Here we go. Canoptic Tomb Sentinel. When it enters the battlefield from a graveyard, exile up to 1 target permanent. This would also work. So there's 2 answers in here. I forgot that I'd be running colorless cards. There you go. Anyway, yeah. This precon sucks. It's really bad. Okay, hang on. Pause. It has a lot of good reprints. It synergistically as a whole, its art, gorgeous, everything about it. There's singleton designs in here, awesome. As a cohesive unit, awful. Awful card. Have you busted out the precon recently? No, I don't think I've played in like a year or 2. But I do own the entire thing still, and I'm probably never going to sell it because I just like Necrons. They look really cool. There's just something very aesthetic about like an all mono black deck. Like it looks good. It's the best looking color next to like white maybe. But black gets a lot of purples in their art and white gets a lot of oranges in their art. So they end up like being pretty cohesive looking decks. Is it bad that I literally like have no input here? Like legitimately this deck just feels great. Like, it's doing the thing forever. Red plus brown artifacts I can see the appeal of. I did this in this order for this specific reason, just in case we missed a land drop. Because like I was kind of tempted to play the Idyllic Tutor last turn, but 1, 2, 3. Idyllic Tutor for sneak attack. So it costs 1 less. So it's actually 8 mana. It costs 4 less because we can artifact offering this after tapping it for mana. So that'd be 4, 5, 6. I'm bad at math. Hang on. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's the 8 coming from? Oh, because I tapped this for mana. So 8. So yeah, this is 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, so close. It's okay. Happens. Skill issue. Next turn. Plains. 1, 2. Tap as many non-red sources as we can. 3, 4. Sneak attack. Red, red, red. Zurgo and Ojutai. Blast Furnace Hellkite. Fucking Cavern Horde Dragon. Let's move to combat. Hit you, hit you, hit you. And keep in mind, all these dragons have double strike. They're all attacking our opponents. So we're going to get... Yeah, whenever one or more dragons deal combat damage to a player or battle, we're hitting each opponent for 8 to 12. 1, 2, 3. We'll take Lathless. 1, 2, 3. We'll take an offer you can't refuse. Let's do Blast Furnace Hellkite. 1, 2, 3. We'll take Terror of... No. Take Ojutai Soul of Winter. 1, 2, 3. We'll take Scourge of the Throne. 1, 2, 3. This is this trigger now. We'll take Ancient Silver Dragon. 1, 2, 3. Command Tower. And these two can go on the bottom. Oh, wait. No, Ganax is broken, isn't it? Ganax is just free win. So we'll actually take Ganax there. Okay, great. And then at second combat damage trigger, these all go back into our hand. And then Blast Furnace Hellkite. Or not Blast Furnace Hellkite, sorry. Cavern Horde Dragon, you hit the guy with the most artifacts. You get twice that many treasure tokens. Because he double struck. And then now we're going to move to discard. Goodbye, Ryusei. Goodbye, Wrathful Red. Goodbye, Meringue River Regent. Goodbye, An Offer You Can't Refuse. Goodbye, Scourge of the Throne, because the game's not going to last that long. Honestly, you can probably keep An Offer You Can't Refuse. That's pretty strong. Honestly, get rid of Zurgo and Ojutai. Just, you're going to win this turn. Okay, next turn. Here we go. Red. Lathless. Red. Ganax. Oh, look at that. Dragon. We get a dragon token. Oh, a dragon entered. We get a treasure token, says Ganax. 1. Cavern Horde Dragon. You get a dragon and 2 treasure tokens because 2 dragon enter. Okay. Red. Blast Furnace Hellkite. Wait, you want to keep Scourge of the Throne because it's an extra combat spell. Red. Blast Furnace Hellkite. Red. Are we infinite here? Am I stupid? Well, we might as well be, but... Because we're about to move to combat. Ding, 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 ding. And then now we're going to get extra combat. Oh, wait. Cast this. Because we get 1 mana rebate. It has haste. Okay. Dragons we control dealt combat damage to a player or battle. Yeah. Okay, we attack the player with the most life. We untap everything. We get extra combat. This goes back to our hand. We can now spend a treasure. Ganax gives us a treasure back. And then this is infinite combats. Just a warning. This was already in the deck. None of these cards are ones I've added. This is infinite combat. I don't know if that's okay with you or not, but you do already have an infinite in your deck. I think that's fine. Probably, yeah. You do need your commander and this and this and this, and then it does that. Honestly, if I had to choose between which of these two I would keep or not, I would probably axe Scourge of the Throne. I'd just probably keep Ganax, because Ganax is really funny, especially after you Ancient Silver Dragon and draw a billion cards, and you have like 500 dragons in your hand. Ganex lets you put all those dragons into play, right? Nice. I'm happy you like step through. So it's not infinite. If it's attacking the player with the most life or tied for the most life. Ah, okay. So it's not quite infinite, but you get a bunch of extra combat. It might as well be infinite. You're killing everyone here. But yeah, it's not truly infinite. You are right. True, true, true. I think this deck's fine. Every single time I've played it, I've play tested it, it's done exactly what you want. Look, here's Enlightened Tutor. This hand it's definitely keepable, but it's not the most exciting hand we've seen. It doesn't tutor. Okay, there's tutor. There's tutor. Doesn't have a tutor necessarily, but it does ramp a little bit, which is nice. Does ramp, so that's nice. And you also have Tanic to cheat. Yeah, okay. I think this is fine. It's doing the thing like every game. Spinning to the Mighty, a good include. It's cute. I don't know if good is the correct word for that, but it's cute. Ooh. Thank you so much for getting a deck review. Okay. Do we have Noel? I like who is this your username? I don't know. You didn't give me a name. Kiko Puff. Kiko. Aha. That is the name that is provided from Coffee, I see. I'm happy to hear it. Yeah, there's a lot of smart people in the Discord because they all watch me. So. Do you have Kiko here? I'd most likely be on towards the last 2 hours of your stream, TY, at the very end of the commission message. Despicable. All right, let's move on to Socks. Is Socks here? Oh, do I need to give you money for deck review? Yes, if you don't get the free deck review option. So read the description. It has all the info you'll need. But if you watch on Twitch, you can earn channel points. 45k channel points turns into 1 free deck review. Eventually, when I turn them back on. But they'll be back on eventually. So we don't have Kiko and we don't have Socks. So we're not going to be... So we're back around to the beginning of this where I work night shift, so if I can catch the stream, cool. But if not, you can do it without me. Do we have Kai here? Any Kai? Wish? Because, like, Wish says they'll be here at 6 EST. So I don't think we're doing Wish yet. We can also just do Sushi's, because Sushi's not going to be here. So I guess we'll just do Sushi's now. Oh my god, that is 53 creatures. Well, I'm a little excited. Feverishly delirious after a tetanus shot and decided to build a bracket one that's been rolling around in my mind for a while. Spiders, mutants, turtles, ninjas, heroes, art thereof, but no Spider-Man, TMNT, secret layers, or related subsets. You are not okay. I want to have some creatures to cut to bring it closer to a high 1, low 2. Max budget's 275. It's really not playable yet. So this is a Spider-Man deck, Turtle deck, Mutant deck, but no Universes Beyond deck. Fuck you. That's cool. Oh, Wish, you're in YouTube chat. Yeah, so we can we can just do you later in the day, Wish. 10-4, understood. Woof, these turtles suck. So here's my thought. I want to have some creatures to cut to bring it down to high. Oh, bring it up to. So I think their best bet's probably just toughness matters, right? Because think about this, right? Toughness matters. Spiders, big toughness. Turtles, big toughness, right? So I think the answer is we got to do some toughness matter stuff. That's how I would bring this up to bracket 2. Toughness now matters. Each creature you control would... Yeah, there we go. Assault formation. Igor Shadiki could be fun, but it's not required. Skulk is good. That's true. That's true. Pride of the Whole Clade. It's a mutant. Think about it. It's kind of a mutant. If they had enough room on the type line, they would have put mutant. Target creature with defender against haste and can attack as though it didn't have defender. Great news about 1-mana artifacts. Very easy to tutor those things up. Oh yeah, no, they didn't say no UB, but they did say no Spider-Man, no TMNT. Ew. Oh god, this card's really bad. This just never does anything, right? Like, I get it fits the theme, but dog. I don't like any of these equipment. Yeah, Black Mage's Rod. Everyone, let's get a Black Mage's Rod in our 53 creature deck. You know, the one card type it doesn't work with? What? Why? Okay, the Ninja's Blade stay because Ninja Turtles. And we have like a lot of clunky big drops that we don't mind discarding, including a new 12 drop for this. I think it's the joke that it makes heroes tokens. Ah, then just keep the Ninja's Blade. Just keep the ones that work. These still fit the theme, right? Those are the only non-Marvel heroes. I see. I do think that is the weakest. Unemployed people, look away. Look it up, job select. Whenever a creature attacks, cheat. That sounds pretty good to me. What? Why didn't it put it in? So I think I'm just going to start cutting all the things that don't have toughness bigger than power. And we can also run Yuriko. Oh, not Yuriko, sorry. What's her name? Tetsuo. Oh, the Skulk enchantment's probably better, huh? Oh, is it a black-white card? Dumb. That's a cool card. I like that one. Like for limited. This is a cool card for limited. Hopefully we're seeing the beautiful big butts theme. This is a mutant. All right. Let's do power is greater than toughness. Toughness is greater than 5. Sort MV. Oh, this is 1313 on the back. I was wondering why it wasn't working. I was like, what? Why is it showing me a 03? No, it's because it's a 1313. Okay, we're fine. Is Jenova in here? She's big butt and mutant. Ooh, actually, you're cooking. But I don't think we can put Final Fantasy. That's one of the restrictions. No, we can put Final Fantasy in. Okay, we can do Jenova. We can certainly do Jenova. Okay, let's start with doing T colon spider. Oh, whoops, I did power is greater than toughness. I'm so dumb. I'm the dumbest person alive. Okay, here's Spore Cap Spider. That's a 5/5. Okay, now let's do type turtle. This is probably the funniest thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. This one has flash. It's not that funny. And these two don't have defender. I was like, wait, there's just 0/5 turtle this 3 times in a row? That's cool. Whenever this creature attacks another target non-token attack... Oh, don't mind if I do. Non-human creature. Oh, here's literally a Ninja Turtle. I don't care if it's not good. It's going in. Whenever this creature or another creature you control with toughness greater than its power enters. Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Most of our deck isn't ninjas. That one kind of doesn't have me that interested. Thran Spider just kind of helps an opponent. All right, let's play test. I'd keep this hand. Draw. Zagoth Triumph tapped. Next turn. Ancient Ziggurat. Biomancer's Familiar. Turtle Ninja. Mothman. What did Rad say? Okay, so now we have 0. And then this turn you get to go 8, 11. Pride of the Hulklade. +1/+0. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to player, draw cards equal to its toughness. Draw 8 cards. All right, I think we're bracket 2 now. Call me crazy, chat. I think we're bracket 2 now. I would personally love to cut a forest from your deck. Or like Vesuva. And I want you to run Revitalizing Repast. Right, this is a land, but it's also, in addition to being a land, it's a protection spell. So it doesn't really eat up any of your creature real estate, but it still lets you protect your plays and stuff and have some instant speed interaction. Would Heartless Summoning be a good idea? It wouldn't be a bad idea. It definitely would not be a bad idea. Is it like a fantastic one? I think we would have to do a lot of swaps out in the deck here to make it kind of a better idea, but like I could see the vision. I honestly, it's just like, do we just not care? Like, I think that like the deck works. It's doing its thing. Let's get Island. We have Natural Tron. Recluse. Mothman. So I recommend drawing Pride of the Hulklade every game. attack with this, right? This target non-human can't be blocked this turn, even by your flyers, and then draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this is real. This is just a real ass deck. It's not that bad. I was expecting this to be way worse than it is. Maybe you cut like copper long legs, you get a time of need. Time of need, like, right? Everything that's really good in our deck is legendary. We have Pride to Holclade. Oh yeah, Genova. We're already running Final Fantasy cards. This is a very good mutant. Genova's a very good legend as well to just draw a billion cards. Yeah. Take out Ambling Stormshell. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Here's our Walking Bulwark. Oh, nice. Synergy. We get to reduce our Walking Bulwark's activated ability cost down to 1 with Biomancer's Familiar. OP, OP. Dink. Oh, look at that. Evolve. Dink. Can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Deals damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Take 5. Evolving Wilds. We should probably swap that out for a real land. And then we can go 1, 2, 1, 2. Assault Formation, 1 mana, hit you for another 5. It sucks to get a little bit mana screwed here. This deck is functional, but also, yeah, they said they made it while delirious from a recovery. It feels like it. For 100%. This deck is not without sin. However, it is a bracket 1/low 2. And I think we're hitting that threshold right now already. And let's get Evolving Wilds out of here. Let's get Jungle Hollow out of here. Just get Traverse the Uvenwald in. It's a very good card. Where's the Llanowar? Whatever the fuck. There you go. Pain lands are very good. Run them. Whoops. One too many cuts there. I have a deck review today, but can I submit a different deck? Absolutely, Kiko. No issue at all. Just link it in chat. And maybe give me like a small little blurb about what it's all about, and then we can go from there. Okay, here's Traverse the Uvenwald being your little best friend ever. Can we meet Delirium, though? Yeah, we have creatures with different card types. So A, Commander Mills. B, tons of rad creatures in the deck mill. C, Artifact creature, Enchantment creature, Artifact creature. 4. This card's floor is a tap land. That can tutor for any color. This is better at the bare minimum than an Evolving Wilds. So, and then we have artifacts and enchantments here. Like, it's possible to get Delirium. Is it likely? Not necessarily. Maybe it's better to do Analyze the Pollen. But we can do Analyze the Pollen instead. Because we're probably not... You're right, in terms of, like, we might not hit Delirium that easy, but we will hit 8 mana value in Graveyard. What's really funny is you can just put your commander in the graveyard when it dies, and then that's +4 mana value for Analyze the Pollen. If you have Analyze Pollen in your hand, you can just exile your commander, put it in the command zone, and to collect the evidence for Analyze. Because it's an additional cost. No one can stop you from doing that, even with a counterspell. Okay, this is the small. We're going to choose green for this card. Blue. Biomancer's Familiar. Next turn. Black. Infesting Radroach. Okay. All right, everyone. They get that many red counters. Whenever an opponent mills a non-land card. I see. Okay, great. We have a nice little Mothman curve going on here. We should have milled this. Is red on upkeep or is it pre-combat main? Beginning for pre-combat main? Ah, look at that. Wizards knows what's up. There's 6 mana value for Traverse. Although, honestly, I'm probably just cashing it in for a land drop right now. Okay. I do think this is a good go for the most part. Like, it feels like it's doing what it needs to do to be at a bracket 1 or 2. Honestly, if you need more cuts, I'd mostly just focus my ire on any creature like Nezumi Prowler. I know it's a ninja rat. We added a ninja turtle, so maybe that makes up for it. But like any sort of creature that's not like... You need to find creatures that lean more into the big toughness angle. Or cards otherwise that do that. But yeah, I'd say this is kind of doing its thing. I think maybe Phantom Ninja's kind of mid. Add X-Man of any one color where X is the greatest toughness among other creatures you control. Okay, like, I don't know. Most of these isn't like... These aren't tickling me. Jaws of Defeat is, though. That card's pretty swifty. Whenever a creature control enters, target opponent loses life equal to the difference between that creature's powers and its toughness. Yeah, it's pretty good. Here, take fucking 13 damage, opponent. Hot damn. Okay, I would say we're bracket 2 now. This has me feeling pretty good. Okay. All right, I'll drop that in chat now. We're good. We've Ninja Turtled it up and Spider-Man'd it up and etc. it up. All right, Kiko, you are here. What deck are we looking at? And then we can get on to Wish after Kiko. Sound off Kiko in chat, in YouTube chat. The new video, by the way, is doing insanely well that I uploaded. Let's see here. It's doing like as well as the personality matrix video is. Okay, the personality matrix video has overtaken it by 200 views, the horror. It's still a 2K more than my last viewed video, which is kind of nutty. Yeah, 5.6K more views than normal, this newest upload, which is very nice. That makes me smile. Link is in the chat. I did not see it. I think maybe what happened was YouTube might have held your comment because it had a link in it. Are you in the Discord? Can you just DM me there? Or DM me on Coffee? Let me see. View your channel. Yeah, I'm not seeing your message, Kiko, so I think Discord link, please. Okay. You can also just DM me on Coffee as well. Is that something you're able to do? That might be work. The Discord's just Elk. You just type Elk into Discord and it'll pop up. Love the microphones. I love the microphones too. The microphones are peak gay music. Ooh. Ooh. I know I'm so yawny today. There's a liked Dex. I've liked Simic Landfall. Following Dex. It's all aspiring Spike. Oh, there's Benjamin Wheeler. There's a lot of new buttons that Moxfield has added. My Dex. Gosh, I never want to stop gushing, chat, about how dog shit Necron Dynasties is. Happy for the other person to go. Wish, are you here? Look at this curve, chat. It's fucking flipping you off. What's your preferred commander here? I like to go with the original. And the simple truth of the fact of the matter is that the other two to three commanders in the deck are just not conducive to the deck strategy, but Zarek is. It's Onrakir only works. I don't know. It's tough. The 5-drop guy is not bad. Yeah, you might just want to go like more high risk, high reward with Onrakir. But like, damn, this precon is kind of cheeks. Except when you draw Arcane Signet, in which case it becomes the most broken precon in the world. Now it's broken. Nice, we whiffed. Thanks. Shout out Zarek. Watch, the next card we draw, chat, is going to be the fucking like thing that he would have hit. No, it wasn't, but that would have been funny as fuck, wouldn't it have? Biotransference, Triarch, or Psychomancer. Oh, look at that. Non-token artifact, creature, or vehicle enters. We draw a card. Attack with this. 1, 2, 3. Zarek Immortal.
Yeah, you do have to edit the fuck out of it. DM Sen and Coffee, great. This deck actually has a couple infinite combos in it. Beautiful. I got it, Kiko. Soren Precon that I want to upgrade TYTY. Beautiful. I'll give your Shiko and Narset curses. Yeah, I've actually been working on that brew. So most of the time when I mention a brew like that, it's just conjecture. Or like I have a list that is like some of the way there. We are unable to use this deck URL. I wonder why. Nope, not clone deck. Where's the export? I could have sworn there's an export feature. There you go, export deck. Sauron the Dark Lord. Or no, it's Lord of the Rings. Small primer. Small primer is I'm struggling to balance milling creatures and ramping. So I would like to put you off milling creatures. I think milling is the worst way to go about getting creature cards in your graveyard. But I see. I kind of just want to playtest this because we have 41 lands. Okay, I'm just going to playtest it and see where we're tripping up. Okay, I think we can start with the fact that Hugburster Swarm is just not a quality Magic the Gathering card. There's a lot of great threats in this game. But Hugburster Swarm's not one of them. 9/7 Trampler. I mean, it's not a bad card. There's better Kothafeds out there. I get it's Sauron, but just kind of middling. We don't really have the mountain count for this, I believe. We have 7 mountains plus fetch lands, question mark? Kinda. It's not the worst. But I do think I want... Okay. So we freed up some space. I kind of wanted to just add some big reanimation targets that ruin everyone's life. But not too bad, and stuff that isn't that expensive. So I think, actually, let's just start with Grim Servant. I'm going to ask you to buy an Entomb. An Entomb is not a very cheap card, but this is an incredible purchase. And the simple reason is Grim Servant is get any 1-drop you want, bare minimum, because you always have 1 Devotion to Black, him. You can get Entomb or Reanimate with that 1 Devotion to Black. That's pretty decent. This also lets you do Final Parting stuff. Final Parting, 5 mana, Entomb and also Tutor. And then what you want to do is you want to Final Parting get reanimate into your hand, and then a big creature in the graveyard, and then you reanimate that big creature. So this is 6 mana, pay life equal to the creature's mana value, shit it into play. Pretty strong. Yeah, we can do Buried Alive as well. I can play groups chill about proxying. Okay, so we can get a little bit aggressive with it then. I'm gonna add Valgavoth to your deck. Valgavoth Terror Eater, or Harrow of Souls, is the single, not Harrow of Souls, the 9-drop one. This is the single best reanimation target in Commander. Yeah, I'd cut Feed the Swarm for Withering Torment. Stubborn Denial. Swan Song, because it's important to be able to counterspell to protect your reanimation. I don't like Persist, and the simple reason is it doesn't get back your best reanimation target. I typically only like steal effects like that when they also when you have sacrifice stuff. Why not both? Yeah. Because there's other Grixis answers, mostly counter spells that I'd rather be running in this kind of deck. Is Boltbend not worth here? We do have blue though. It's fine. It does something different than a counter spell. It could actually end up like being card advantageous to redirect instead of counter. It does its own thing. I'm kind of into it. Negate. Counter Squall. Gives me the stupid turtle one. Disgusting. Give me the Foundations. Or the March of the Machine. Okay, so more counter magic. That's always just kind of a nice thing to slow opponents down and stuff. From here's where it gets kind of interesting, though. I think Lively Dirge. Yeah, Lively Dirge is a good response. Or a good card here. Especially since you can get like Palladium Mirror or something with it, too. Maybe just Incarnation Technique. This is my favorite reanimation spell, legitimately. It's kind of just fun for you and that opponent. And then also, you like, there's a little bit of strategy picking the right opponent. Like, ooh, you're Spell Slinger. I'm going to pick you. I think you're going to mill less creatures. Right? And then you just, like, double reanimate big fatties and kill them. Dope. I think Grave Researcher's just a little too slow for my liking. Let's get, like, Vile Entomber, honestly. It's, like, not that bad of a card. All right. Let's play Dust. Or actually, I also was thinking about the stupid Undying creature. Flayer of the Hatebound. Because this one also has a... Oh, I thought it was printed in one of the precons for Lord of the Rings, but I guess it wasn't. This is a very good card, though. Especially when you add Saw in half. Which is just a broken card. Okay, Circular Logic out, because we just don't have a lot of instant speed discarding anymore. I got rid of a lot of that. And then one Gaia Reach Sanitarium would be rather nice. Desolate Lighthouse is just a personal Gaia Reach Sanitarium. Yeah, it's fine. We can do that. Is it too late to sign up or try for a free deck review? So it's currently off right now. What I think I'm going to do is I'll have like a couple end of month bonus streams where everyone can just like dump their channel points in. I'll get a litmus of how many people like actually have enough channel points to get a free deck review. We'll do those at the end of the month. And then so we can just get munch through all of that backlog and then it can kind of just come on again, period. Because I don't know, I feel so bad for the free deck review people when I have a makeup someday or I'm kind of low energy that day, and being the 7th or 8th deck review for that day is just like not a pleasant experience. Like I do think 6 is a pretty healthy number. I'm at 8.7k, getting closer. Nadine, you could just ask me to review your deck. You're my editor. I'll just look at it. Barragwife over Mortivore? Probably, but let's just play test this right now. Just remind me of that. Palladium Mirror. Sucks to miss the land drop, but sucks to miss 2 land drops, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lively Dirge. What do you get with Lively Dirge? Nothing. Hang on, wait. This is stupid. I'm an idiot. One, two, three, four. Grim Servant. Let's not tap like a drooling moron. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grim Servant. Tutor 4. Reanimate. Next turn. Red. Oh, here. 1. Red, black. Hey, Death Touch Haste. Tap. Discard a card. Draw a card. Amass Orcs 1. Black. Reanimate. Valgavoth. Hada. I'm moving the desk down. Yeah, someday we can. Reanimate Valgavoth to win. Yeah, basically. I wish we had a counter spell here, but this hand's pretty okay. I think I want one Entomb play that lets you kind of just like use Entomb in a cute way, and I think the answer is Deep Anal. Right, Deep Analysis just lets you cycle Entomb. And our Entomb now has cycling. Because you can get the flashback spell and then flash it back. And then you draw 2 cards. And that kind of just turns it into divination. Is there a Middle Earth art on Deep Analysis? No, there isn't. Oh, no, there is. Ooh, look at that, chat. Goodness gracious. Today's our lucky day. Graveyard. Oh my god. Whenever this happens, it feels like you've drawn a card. You've drawn a card. Oh, wow. Oh, I thought that was Reanimate. I was about to fucking explode. Let's Entomb for Deep Analysis. We kind of just already have the best thing in our graveyard. We don't need it. Dink, dink. Okay, Deep Analysis. Draw 2 cards. Next turn. Like, that felt pretty good. I don't know. Like, that felt decent. Here's Ravenous Chupacabra. Oh, here's Rogue's Passage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, great news, everyone. Everything sucks. Valgavoth's here. Dope 9000. Okay, I think instead of Everflowing Chalice, we're going to opt for Thran Dynamo. And then we're going to put in Phyrexian Metamorph. And here's my thinking, everyone, with this package. Is we have Phyrexian Metamorph, which can copy anything, including a big reanimate target. It's a good early game play. It's just a generically good card because it is a clone. Right? This is a 3-mana colorless clone. It can also copy artifacts. Thran Dynamo's an artifact. So turn 4, you go Thran Dynamo, tap for 3, Phyrexian Metamorph. They're both good cards for the deck, but they combo together really well where you just get a +6 boost in mana for 4 mana, which is pretty ridiculous. Hoarding Broodlord, maybe? It's a thought. I don't think this deck's really going that wide, though, and I typically only really like to run that and go wide decks. I think we cut out the Imps Mischief here. We did add a lot of counter magic. Crumbling Acropolis. Next turn. Don't pay 3 life. Okay, this is a little awkward. We're just kind of going like thing, pass, thing, pass, thing, pass. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Incarnation technique. So we're demonstrating it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's Valgavoth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's Balefire Dragon. And here is... I mean, honestly, maybe you actually just keep reanimating your hand for, just in case one of these dies. Anyway, welcome to hell. Counterspell you. Die. Shieldred reanimates Inferno Titan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mill 5. Reanimate Massacre Worm. Youch. Exile it instead. Ooh, that is a little bit of a nombo. Maybe get like a Goldlush Triad instead. Like, I don't know. This feels pretty decent. I'm having a good time right now. Aren't they reprinting the One Ring? Yeah, they are. With AI art, that wasn't the controversy. It was plagiarized art. Get your T right. It was not AI art. River Kelpie feels a little win more. I think I would rather get Traumatic Critique. Traumatic Critique's a new card that's very good. Because it's an X spell, right? So like all this ramping that we're doing for Sauron, if that doesn't end up working, you can just shoot someone in the head for like 12 damage, right? In the late game. But this early is a discard outlet, right? You one blue-red, discard this thing that you hate after drawing 2 cards. Or discard this reanimation target. It works. It works. And then maybe we just hit up like Detectives Phoenix. One red mana to bestow it. It gets flying haste and +2/+2. Cast it from your graveyard. Your big fuck the deck. So probably had like Oliphant, Troll of Khazad-dûm, Lorien Revealed, right? Just go down to 1 basic each. This helps increase the mana value of your deck without actually impacting your land base. And they're all Lord of the Rings. Feels kind of like a no-brainer. And then now we can get Keen Duelist in here. Right, Keen Duelist. Draw a card each turn, but then you punch them for the mana value of that card. Very funny. Probably Inferno Titan out. Okay, this is pretty insane. Let's start with Watery Grave, Bloody Crypt, Island. Okay, here we go. Izzet Signet's insane. Because this turn, Grim Servant for Entomb. End step, Entomb Valgavoth. Next turn, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Incarnation technique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's Valgavoth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's Shieldred, which is like a protection spell for Valgavoth. Okay, have fun. Attack you with this. Turn 5, Valgi plus Shieldred. Now we have Counterspell up. And we also have Sauron, Lord of the Rings. At any point, you answer a Valgavoth. Feels pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rogue's Passage, Valgavoth. Hit you. Oh, counter your spell. Don't want you doing that. Oh, nice. Our Devotion of Black is 5 billion. So we're going to go ahead and Glasspool Mimic our Grim Servant and get Saw in half. And then we're going to Saw in half our Grim Servant. And then we're okay to lose this much life because we have a Flying Life Flicker. So all the life we just lost this turn was undone by one Valgavoth swing. And then you get Stubborn Denial. You get... Sorin is a cast trigger, by the way, not enters. Yeah, I'm aware. When did I say the otherwise? Let's do Deep Analysis. Okay, great. I don't like your spell. Counter it. Next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep Analysis. Draw 2. 1, 2. Deep Analysis. Draw 2. Okay. Like, you're exploding. I've seen a lot of people get him wrong. Yeah, I know he's a cast trigger. Don't worry. Don't Saw in half Sauron. Bad idea. It's a cast trigger. It's different. But, yeah, I mean, this deck's working. Do you have any concerns about how this deck's looking, Kiko? Or are we still good to farm here? Or are we good to, be done? Because right now, I'm honestly kind of impressed. I might prefer Palladium Mirror to go Worn Power Stone or something instead. I think it's about quantity, not quality. So, like, a second Soul Ring that enters tapped and is 2 extra mana is still probably pretty good for you. Let's do, actually, Blade Wing. Someone mentioned Blade Wing, Deathless Tyrant earlier, and I was like, that's a pretty fun inclusion. It's a giant skeletal dragon, and it makes a bunch of zombie knights when it hits someone. Because your graveyard's probably full of shit. I would like to cut a non-creature for it, ideally. Architects of Will is like decent filler here. How? What does it do? Because I disagree, but I'm willing to hear your thought process. Creature plus easy to get in graveyard. Yes, but what is a 3/3 doing for you when you reanimate it, besides entering play and doing nothing else? Because this is Commander. We have like a bunch of opponents with boards full of dinosaurs. We need Valgavoth. We don't need 3/3 that surveils 3, right? I guess you can Fate Seal an opponent too, but... I don't know. And not even Living Death in Modern runs it in... or runs Architects of Will anymore. It used to. I don't know. I just think Architects of Will is in the past. And also we already have like Troll of Khazad-dûm and Oliphant and stuff like that. If we really want to like... I don't know. It's fine. I just think it's too low impact. Honestly, maybe we have too many lands. Because we do have 3 MDFCs. Nice. So we can go 1 Troll of Khazad-dûm, Swamp, 1, 2, Faithless Looting, draw 2 cards, and then discard 2 cards.
and then flash it back. Okay, next turn, dink, blue, red, traumatic critique, draw 2 cards, and then discard a card, and then entomb, Valgavoth, blue, black, counter your thing. And then this turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then leave open these 3. Sauron. Mill 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can, honestly, I'm going to bring back Blade Wang here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 creature cards in our graveyard. 5. I was about to say, I think there's 1 or 2 more. Okay, there we go. 6 creature cards in our graveyard. Hit you. Make 6 zombies. Oh, saw in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Massacre Worm. 1, 2, 3. Saw in half Massacre Worm. Hit you. Or red. Detectives Phoenix. Exiling. Saw in half. Reanimate. Lorien Revealed. You could just reanimate Lorien Revealed. Okay. Detectives Phoenix on one of the Massacre Worms. Hit you. Hit you. Hit you. Attack you with all these knights. Also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make 6, or it would be 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's doing stuff. Entreat the Dead might go crazy. I don't. I think we're set. I think we don't worry about it. I think this is very good. Whoops, this is not the link to the Moxfield list. There we go. Moxfield. There we go. That's the correct link, Kiko. I think this is set. Grixis Reanimator, go. Feeling pretty good. My recommendation would be to keep a good lookout for stuff like, ooh, maybe like Chemister's Insight. Drops chart, and then it draws 2 cards. It's instant speed. It's just an interesting thing to entomb. Something to think about. I don't know if it's necessarily that strong, but it is fun. I mean, you can always just get Faithless Looting with Entomb if you need to discard something. That works too. Maybe you want to run like a Bitter Triumph instead of like one of these like Chupacabras. You can go. Bitter Triumph is just like a discard outlet, and you can pay 3 life if you don't want to discard anything. You know, these are pretty good reanimation cards. All right. Do we have Wish now? Are you good? Are you good now, Wish, or should we do someone before you? And if there's no reply, we'll just do someone before you. I work for another hour, but please don't let me disrupt flow. I can properly listen and answer questions. I wish, do not worry. I'm just probably going to move you towards the back of today's stream. And we can do you kind of like second to last. All right. Do we have Kai or Socks? I don't want to be a pain. You're not. If you were a pain, I would be acting a lot differently towards you. Do we have Kai or Socks? Socks is here. Beautiful. We have Durad, Golgari Lichlord. Let's read the blurb. The goal of this deck is to play similar to Legacy Lands, looking to play control until I can make or loop Merit Lage to draw a billion cards, whap people, and then use Durad to fling for 20. I am a card-carrying UB hater. I do not have money for a Tabernacle. I need help with consistency. I often find myself in this situation where I have 1,000 mana and 50 lands on board, but then nothing to do with it. You've come to the right place. I am a lands aficionado. So we're going to go ahead and peep this out. So my first thought is, do you have Berserk? No, you do not have Berserk. Bad, bad boy. You need Berserk. Berserk is very important. Berserk is perhaps the best Merit Lage card. Here, it is now a 40-20 with Trample and Flying. Welcome to hell. Okay, number 2. Do you have... You do not have Mightform Harvester. Mightform Harvester is like the second best Merit Lage commander card. Harmonizer. Landfall. Double Merit Lage's power to 40. Sack it to Durad. Win. Like, this is very good. Very, very good. Okay, do we have Shifting Woodland? Yes, we have Shifting Woodland. So we're expecting to get Delirium in this deck. Uh-oh. We have Malevolent Rumble too. Where's Traverse the Uvenwald? Traverse the Uvenwald is like another crop rotation. It lets you tutor for any creature or land when you have Delirium. Yeah, also no Aftermath Analyst is kind of crazy. Just lets you run it back. Do we have Echoing Deeps? Very good. We have Glacial Chasm. Very good. I'm probably going to cut like a forest and a swamp for all these things we've been adding. 47 lands is a very healthy number, but I don't know if we need that many. Druid class is a little problematic in my IMO. Typically, I like a Zeus is single but looking. We have a Zeus is single but looking. Very good. Magus of the Candelabra. Are we running like... What are we running for Magus? I'm really not seeing a lot of appeal for the Magus of the Candelabra. Am I going crazy here? Coffers for Magus. I just don't like Cabal Coffers in this deck. It's just another fucking thing you have to tutor for. Can I be honest? I just don't really know if I like Urborg Cabal Coffers. I think we're spending our first land tutors to get Merit Lage in play, right? Also good with Maze of Ith? I guess so, but it just frees up so much space when you just cut those two and just... Like, I think a much better acceleration engine would be something like Arbor Elf, right? And just we can up our forest count. Also, you don't have split basics, actually, so upping our forest count's actually not that good. So let's remove 4 forests. Let's remove 2, 3 swamps. Actually, let's remove 4. We need to be on very low basics. And the reason why we need to be on very low basics is Field of the Dead's broken. And so what you want to do is go snow-covered for half of your basics. These are different names, but they do the same thing. Then, like, Bogart Trawler. This is another untapped black source that was like that swamp we just cut. Untapped forests. There's a million of them. You have Okina, Temple to the Grandfathers, and Pendelhaven. This is also basically a forest. It taps for green mana, enters untapped. It's a 1/1 thing that gives target creature +1/+1 until end of turn. Type Desert. 1/0 life. Hashtag Oasis if near Deadlands. These are both untapped pain lands. Shizo works. Death Storehouse. This one is $38, so if you don't want to buy a $38 land, do not worry. All the other lands I've added here are like around $5. Balagad Recovery is very good, yeah. And hopefully what we've done here is we've increased... we also need Nylea's Intervention. Very good. You already have that. All right, so we're going to playtest this deck now, and it's going to feel very good. All right, Once Upon a Time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will take... Oh... Vampire Hexmage is very good. I'm going to put Urborg back in your deck just because of Vampire Hexmage, by the way. Sorry. Urborg does need to go back in. I didn't realize we were on the Hexmage plan. So we can cut another basic swamp for that. Okay, so also, Vampire Hexmage has another combo that I kind of want to put in your deck. It's Invasion of Ikoria. So Invasion of Ikoria is just a tutor that lets you get any non-human. That's already fine. But it also is 4 mana, 8/8 rather. Each non-human creature you control, you can have that creature assign combat damage as though it weren't blocked. Something like Merit Lage might actually benefit from that, believe it or not. So you can X is 2, get Vampire Hexmage, sack it, remove all the defense counters. You have Zalortha. It's 4 mana. This is a 4 mana 8/8 in your deck, but it's also a tutor because you run Vampire Hexmage. Petrified Field is good consistency. I agree. Let's cut one of the forests for this. Hopefully we see a theme of we're cutting basics to decrease the same names for Field of the Dead. Holy shit, those are good hits. Yeah. Invasion Hexmage is wild. What? I know, it's so cool. All right. Yes, Petrified Field. Is this Petrified Field? Like, you already have it in? I don't know. We should also probably have White of the Reliquary, right? Right, tap, sack, win. And then maybe instead of... I mean, Uverson is pretty good. Shadowspear is also pretty good. Let's get rid of... Shadowheart. The fact that this is just on a land means that we can just tutor for it whenever we want, right? We don't need to worry because we have Sussur Secunde. Realms Uncharted is very good. Momentous Fall is very good. Put the top 4 cards of your library and then return a creature and a land card from your graveyard. 4 mana for that's not worth it. Grizzly Salvage also just like kind of okay. Let's go ahead and jam... Grizzly Salvage is fine. Grizzly Salvage just makes Traverse even more better. Not Grizzly Transformation. Mana Bond. Mana Bond's cute. I don't know if it's that good. We don't need more than 2 land plays a turn. And honestly, Burgeoning also doesn't fit the bill. Okay, so... Also, we're a lands deck. Do we need to worry about wiping the board super badly? Because, like, we just have Glacial Chasm. We don't care about the board, right? I'm going to argue against Damnation Toxic Deluge. And it's literally entirely because of Glacial Chasm. Like, we just don't care about your creatures. We have a flying, indestructible moron that has 40 power and trample because of Berserk, right? Like, we just don't care. I legitimately think this is correct. I don't think they're bad cards. I think if you need them, you need them. But Treasured Find is literally worse than Regrowth, right? And we're not even running Regrowth. What does Treasured Find do that's better than Regrowth? Constant Mist is great here. Yeah, that's true too. Constant Mist is evil. So we have 5 slots to play around with. Phyrexian Reclamation? No, I don't really like that. Maybe like a Ramanop. Normally not a big fan of Ramanop Excavator. Oh, Ramanop's already in. Okay, perfect. Oh, we also have Ice Still. We're fine. Instead of board white, something more selective like Casualties of War. Can't think of a cheaper one right now. I wouldn't worry about it too much, actually. If you want to run anything like that, it would be like Collective Resilience or Resistance, because that one is a protection spell for Merit Lage. Limmer's $50. Holy fuck. Oh, I wanted to add more support for White of the Reliquary. So we can add a couple of landfall creatures that, like Springheart. Springheart and Tuco. And then we can add Nissa, who shakes it. So we have Nissa, who shakes the world. Whenever you tap a force for mana, add an additional green. Springheart, landfall. You can pay 2 green. And then Nissa animates land. So you animate a land.
You now Springheart Nantuko onto that land. You play land for turn. Oop, Springheart trigger. Tap this for 2 green. Make a token copy of the forest. Oop, you had landfall. Tap it for 2 green. Make another token forest. And now you have infinite forests with Springheart and Nissa. And then Springheart also feeds White of the Reliquary, right? You have Springheart Nantuko, White of the Reliquary. So you turn 2 Knight of the Reliquary. Turn 3, Springheart Nantuko, land drop. Make an insect token. Tap, sack White of the Reliquary, sack the insect. Get any land you want, make a new insect token, right? So this is an engine that just tap. You can get any land you want. Hooray. Yeah, Bloodghast is also similar, but Bloodghast is double black, which makes it a little bit awkward to cast. But it is something to think about for sure. I think we could run it. And also, hang on. What I don't like about Bloodghast either is it isn't widely applicable like Springheart Nantuko is, right? Bloodghast only works with White. Springheart works with like a lot of things. It works with Aftermath Analyst, returning a lot of lands. It works with Nissa. It works with extra land drops. Yeah. We already have Talon Gates Madara. Yeah, Spelunking, I can see a vision for. Yeah, we can do Horizon Explorer too. Things enter untapped. Hooray. All right, playtest. Discard. Draw. Undergrowth Stadium. We have 2 or more opponents, so we don't care about anything. Here's Amulet Vigor. Next turn. Urza's Cave. Pass. We have 40 lands. How is this possible? Next turn. We have 40 lands. How is this possible? That's so cool. Okay, this is keepable. We don't even have 40 lands, by the way. We have 40 billion lands. All right, Once Upon a Time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take Undergrowth Stadium. Whoops. That's turn 1. This is turn 2. Put our Witherbloom command something. Okay. Dark Depths. Here's Merit Laish. Next turn. 1, 2. Aftermath Analyst. 1, 2. Life from the Loam. Blast Zone, you just hold up Talon Gates as a protection spell. Hooray. Feels pretty good. Black. Uferson. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nylea's Intervention. Get Shifting Woodland and Dark Depths. So now we have 2 Merit Laishes in the chamber. Okay. Dark Depths. 1, 2. Thespian Sage. On your end step. Here's Merit Laish. Next turn. Shifting Woodland. We don't control a forest, but... Attack you with Merit Laish. And then this next turn we win-ish. Because you get to go 1, 2. No, not quite. Because I'm thinking about Invasion of Ikoria for Might Form Harmonizer. I mean, you could just get Vampire Hexmage right now, which makes this unblockable, right? It's a non-human creature. We're going to have it assign combat damage as though it weren't block or flying indestructible 2020. Have this enter tapped as a copy of Shifting Woodland. You have Springheart and Antuco, fucking Eternal Witness, evil. Yeah, this feels pretty good. It's doing things. Wouldn't Grim Servant be able to search for land? Yes, it would. It's also 4 mana. I don't know. We just have better ways of searching for lands that are cheaper. We have all these ways to sack Merit Lage. I'm going to add Kura to your deck, the Boundless Sky. It lets you tutor any 3 lands when it dies. That's pretty good. You also have Lazadep Quarry already. So, like, this basically is like X's 3 Nylea's intervention. Because there's just a lot of sack outlets in this deck. Maybe Putrefy out. I don't like Heartless Act here. If anything, let's cut another forest. Right now we only have 2 basic forests. And you can run Bridgeworks Battle as a removal spell. Right? Assassin's Trophy's fine, but I don't know. There's not a lot of permanents we can't answer. We have Boseiju, and we can tutor this with any land tutor to answer an artifact or enchantment. And then we have Strip Mine to answer lands. So that's basically every non-creature permanent type down. We just need to answer creatures. And great news, we can do that with MDFCs. So, I don't know. You kind of just have a bunch of silver bullets already. Your interaction's insane. And you don't need that much time to win with Merit Lage, in all honesty. Maybe like Fanatic of Ronis would feel at home here. If you have big creature, add 4 mana from this dork. All right. Draw. Dink. Elvish Reclaimer. Yeah-oh, opponents. You're fucked. Type Forest. I don't know why I thought this was Llanowar Wastes. We just do this in the inverse order, where we Verdant Catacombs turn 1 and then turn 2 Tainted Wood. Okay. Get Dark Depths. Next turn. Shizo. Pass. Once again, you don't have to buy Shizo. You do not have to buy this card. This one's not required. It does work really well with Merit Lage, and it's also an untapped black source with a different name for Field of the Dead, but it is not... You do not need to buy a $40 land like this. Just so you know. Just so you know. Anyway, we're going to turn Overgrown Tomb into Thespian Stage. Next turn. Hooray. So now we're going to go 1-2. Dink. We have Merit Lage. And I know the impulse here would be, let's make Merit Lage unblockable with Shizo. And that's actually like a really good idea. So I'm going to do that if we can. Actually, we can't. Let's Suzuki and then hit you with Merit Lage. Or I guess we crew it. Yeah, let's just crew it. And then someone tries to bounce your Merit Lage or whatever, you can go 1/2, sack Urza's Cave, pull up the Truth Nuke of Talon Gates of Madara, and protection spell. This was literally all off a turn 1 Elvish Reclaimer, by the way. Okay. Shockin, Disciple of Freyalise. We're going to hit you for 20. And now we're going to go 1, 2, think, sack Merit Lage, because this activate only as a sorcery. Draw 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. We're going to sack Garden of Freyalise to crop rotation. We will find crop rotation eventually, I promise, chat. There you go, crop rotation. We're going to retrieve a little known card of Shifting Woodland. It enters play tapped because we don't control the forest. Anyway, move to discard. Let's put this enchantment creature in our graveyard. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? We have Delirium for Shifting Woodland now. Oh, we could have Explorationed here, my fault. So yeah, this is actually what we can do. I want to keep Green Sun Zenith. Airboard, Beast Within. Oh, we still have Beast Within in? I thought we cut that. Yeah, that should be an Assassin Trophy ammo. Okay. All right, here we go. Next turn. Land drop. We should have kept a second land drop. Okay, great. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Shifting Woodland becomes a copy of Dark Depths. Dies, makes Merit Lage. And then we have another 2 mana to Dink Dink, tap, sack, Talon Gates of Madara, and then you can go and get Echoing Deeps. Echoing Deeps enters as a copy of the Glacial Chasm in our graveyard. Sack Okina, Temple to the Godfathers when that enters. Next turn, we'll sack this because we don't really care about keeping it. Swing a 20/20 Merit Lage at you. Or, no, there's no other line that gets us a 40 power Merit Lage right now, but it looks pretty good. So another issue I've been having with this deck is twofold. People in my pod run a decent amount of exile removal, which means early Merit Lage getting swords sets me really far behind. And I also lose to Bazooka Bog really hard. So you have Field of the Dead and Vesuva to go with the Field of the Dead. And Thespian Sage can also copy it. I just wouldn't worry about it. You have Field of the Dead. I am going to cut Deserted Temple. Because Deserted Temple is no longer required with Cabal Coffer stuff. Anyway, yeah, you have Field of the Dead. You have a perfect plan B if your plan A gets exiled. And then you have a plan C of like Nissa combo with Springheart and Tuco, right? This combo is in the deck now. You can get Zalorthi with it with the infinite zombie tokens. I wouldn't worry about it. You're fine. Also, just a lot of graveyard to hand recursion for Dark Depths. If you really wanted to, you could run something like Sereth, the Viper's Fang. Other untapped creatures you control have hexproof. Suddenly, Merit Lage has hexproof. That's fucking annoying, right? Have fun bouncing my hexproof Merit Lage. You can also just not go for Merit Lage until you have crop rotation for Talon Gates. Like, it's okay. You can wait. Why do you have to make her on turn 3? You can make her on turn 5 with protection up. We also added another protection spell in Collective Resilience, right? Hexproof and Indestructible until end of turn. Not like the Indestructible really matters. It's Merit Lage. Anyway, Beast Within out. You can run Assassin's Trophy. Anyway, I think this deck's honestly just good to go. We managed to make Merit Lage pretty speedily every single game, and it's only gotten easier to do that. Sorry, my friend DM'd me. Okay, great. So that was Socks for Gerard, Merit Lage. Okay, understood. Yeah, I think this is set, Socks. Like, this deck's evil as fuck. You're going to make many Merit Lages with this. I think my record with this kind of shell, with like all the cards I added, that kind of shell was like 5 Merit Lages in a single game. Something like that, 5 or 7. Okay. We should be set for Wish now. But if not, we can always do Kai's. Wish, if you want to go right now, we can. Otherwise, we have one more that we can do before you. A Hensi deck. I think this is the second week in a row we've looked at a Hensi deck. $42 lands. Love to see it. Have we already looked at this? Hang on. I might have accidentally just opened 2 Hensi decks. Or the same Hensi deck we looked at before. Hensi. Stream. Yeah, okay, we've already looked at this one. This is my user error. We've already looked at this one. My fault. So where's the other Tuesday deck review then? Come on, Copy, you can do it. I believe in you. Because we reviewed this one last week. Did we look at Patrick's? Nope. No, this was one that just got bought. Thank you for getting a deck review for next week, Patrick, though. Best way to support the channel, by the way. Sushi. I think we've looked at Sushi's. Sushi or Steve? Okay, I think this is the one we haven't seen. So he isn't going to make it to stream, so we'll just do this one. Wait, no, we have done this one. I'm a fool. So we've done this one. Sorry, chat. Bear with me. Bear with me. Wish is on the docket. Lucas gave $50.67. It's a Zergo deck. Zergo and Ojutai. This was the sneak attack deck we looked at. Okay, good. We looked at Kiko's. Jacob. This is Socks. Ninja Rat. That's Sunday deck review. Did we not sell out of Tuesday slots last week? Did we only have 5? I'm confused. Cheat out big monsters, reanimate them, then hit phase. We've already seen that deck, though. Have we already looked at 5 decks today? Am I a fool who has just lost count? Because I don't remember. I thought we looked at 4. There's 2 open when I picked up mine. Okay, so we did sell out. Since I've been here, it's 3 decks. I'm so confused right now. So Sushi, Wish. Starting from the top. Patrick doesn't count. I love you, Patrick. Thank you for getting deck review. You're not counting for this because you're a different Tuesday. You're next Tuesday. Sushi, Wish, Lucas, Kiko, Jacob. Did we just not sell out? I don't know what happened here. Why do we have only 5? Weird. Because Kai... Yeah, so we can do... Is there anyone here who has a makeup? I guess. Or, like, has a deck review today that hasn't been done? Because I'm only seeing 5 for this week. I have a makeup. Okay, that works. We can do that. If I accidentally, like, just lost your deck review and my, like, coffee commissions, DM me on Discord or Coffee, I guess. How do I claim a free deck review? That'll be on a different stream. But you need a lot of... why do I say Disco Infinity? Your name's Dino Infinity. We have Merfolk Mill with Phoenix. I definitely don't remember doing this deck, so we can do it now. Let's duplicate. Okay. The game plan is to either get out Wizened Stitches or Lantern of Insight. Oh, okay. We're a Lantern of Insight deck. Well, I'm going to start by saying that Trinket Mage is a better Wizened Stitches. You seem to have understood this. Urza Saga. Yep. Even like Dizzy Spell is not bad. But we could also... Aether Mage is probably too expensive. Yeah, if I look at your tags, I have a feeling I'm going to be very upset with you. Yeah, tappers. Yeah, like your counter spells are in counter spells. I figured this much. So hear me out. We can Grim Servant it a little. Grim Servant is just Trinket Mage. Although, you could also opt for something like a, Fabricate. Right, Fabricate. Three mana, grab 1 mana thing. That's another Wizened Stitches, right? It's 4 mana, Lantern of Insights online. The win con is to eventually mill people out. I barely want to ever attack with creatures. I don't expect to win with this deck much. The goal is just scheming. Okay, yeah. I think this kind of strategy has to be UB because there's not that many things that do instant speed repeatable mill. Or blue-black, I see. Phoenix is pretty dead set. Yeah, we're good. You might suggest Embalmer's Tools. Like, I don't think Embalmer's Tools is all that good. Just not that many zombies. I don't want any discard spells. I don't like Board Wipes as a concept much in Commander. They just slow the game down in my eyes, and I don't want any unless they do not affect me. Yeah, I mean, you have, I would go with, cram more card draw and interaction in the list. Or hear me out, Ensnaring Bridge. Perplex gets Ensnaring Bridge. Ensnaring Bridge prevents attackers. You can also Fabricate. The Fabricate I just added can get Ensnaring Bridge. This is a classic Lantern control pattern. You're not affecting your opponent's boards, but you are preventing them from attacking you. Oh shit, that's busted. Exactly. So instead of thinking about card advantage, I want to think about ways to like make your hand 0. And then Ensnaring Bridge just kind of gets you the rest of the way there.
After you start lantern controlling everyone. By the way, I love how you're like, I don't want the game to slow down at all, and then you're like running fucking Lantern of Insight control. I get the idea where like you can untap this to use it with Phoenix multiple times, but like Scrib Nibblers. Exile the top card of target player's library. If it's a land card, you gain 1 life. Landfall. Untap it. Yeah, we don't have to reset to 0. Ensnaring Bridge is now tutorable by multiple cards in the deck. It's gonna be pretty good. Seriously? What's wrong with Scrib Nibblers? Yeah, I'm dead serious about fucking Scrib Nibblers. Not a big fan of Haven Ghoul. It's just kind of expensive. Although it is funny. You do have to spend the mana for Haven Ghoul Lich, though, which is just like if they're all playing decks that aren't blue-black, it's just a little hard for you to get that going. I really want like a Night Howler. Yo, how many creature cards you got in your graveyard, dog? Oh, 5,000? I'll mill you for 5,000. Can we send you a deck to review? So there's 2 methods to get a deck review around here. Number 1 is to watch long enough until you get 45,000 channel points, in which case you'll get a deck review for free. Or you can go to the coffee, and get a deck review from there. It's a commission-based system. If you get a deck review, it'll be for next week's stream. There's currently slots available for next week's Tuesday and Sunday stream. No, it's echoing the comment on the board wipe. I see. Okay, I see why we're still more on Merfolk, because Drown of Secrets is pretty busted. But Phoenix is just kind of doing this, right? Are you really that married to Merfolk here? Like, this deck needs to be a Merfolk deck, or are we able to just like make this a good Phoenix Lantern control deck? Because I have a feeling, I just think we're like kind of missing the plot a little bit. But if it's not negotiable, it's not negotiable, and we can keep it Merfolky. I'm not a big fan of 3-mana counters. I like the Merfolk a lot because there's a spell that has Merfolk at the end of the turn. I see. I like Mana Sculpt. That's fun. I didn't really like Transmute for a 4-drop. That doesn't feel like a good play pattern. Rewind. Unstoppable Plan. All non-land permanency control. Sure. Okay, we can find some Merfolk. Ambassador Liquatus. Sort by mana value. No. Maybe. No. Isn't there one that's like, it's like Draka Mystic? Yeah, Dakra Mystic I like. Each player reveals the top card of the library. You may put the revealed cards into their owner's graveyards. If you don't, each player draws a card. Like, that seems fine to me. Top card of target player's library. That's funny. Not good, though. Ooh, you know what you need, actually, is the Pharaoh. This is one of the most stupid things you can do in a Lantern of Insight deck. Vengeful Pharaoh. 5 mana for a 5/4 death touch. That's not what's important. Whenever combat damage is dealt to you or a planeswalker you control, if Vengeful Pharaoh is in your graveyard, destroy target attacking creature, then put Vengeful Pharaoh on top of your library. What can you do when he's on top of your library? I don't know. Fucking tap Ghoul Caller spell, put him back in your graveyard so he can blow up something new. What? Yeah, exactly. That's a card? Yeah, it's right there. It's from M12. So we have Ghoul Caller's Bell, Codex Shredder. I would like you to run Pixis of Pandemonium. Honestly, I'm a little bit more into the Merfolk theme looking at all these. I think let's playtest this out and see how we feel. Oh my god, when you combo with Silent Arbiter too, it's basically like you can't even attack me. I low-key forgot that was a card since I just searched for mill cards. Yeah, that's fair. Deal another hand. Alright, I'd keep this. Drop. Island. Codex Shredder. Next turn. Underground River. Deeproot Pilgrimage. 1, 2, 3. Here's Lull Mage Mentor. Whenever a spell ability you control counters a spell, I assume. That seems pretty brutal. 1, 2. Here's Demir's Signet. Attack you with Lull Mage Mentor. Make a 1/1 Merfolk. 1, 2. Riverturn Monument. Just mill everyone for 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa! Maulhound, thank you for the raid. We're looking at an evil Lantern control deck with Merfolk synergy. It's a very funny one. So I recommend just gluing your eyeballs to the screen here. We also refreshed all the slots, so if you're in the need for a Sunday or Tuesday deck review on this channel, you can get one through the coffee. They are all refreshed and etc. So feel free to get yours there. Lantern control from like 8 years ago, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, we are tutoring for any creature we want with mana value 4 or less. Let's get Wizened Snitches. Oh, nice. I don't want you to draw that. Tap Codex Shredder. Mill your card. Okay, and then this turn is where things get truly war crimey. As we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we play Phoenix, God of Deception. So, with the Wizened Snitches in play, we can look at the top card of everyone's library. We have 1 mill, 2 mills, 3 mills, 4 mills, and then each of these, this mill right here makes new Merfolk tokens from this. Right, so you're able to just like kind of manipulate everyone's library. Hooray. Do we want Silent Arbiter? Probably not. Let me also get rid of Nariv. Here's Emperor Mikhail II. Look at the top card of our library at any time. That's not a Merfolk spell, but it is a good one. Yeah, and then here you just have infinite control for whatever people draw for the rest of time. Like, this feels like a pretty good setup for turn 7 to be. Like, literally, if you had the Ensnaring Bridge right now, I think you would be unstoppable. Which you could theoretically... Oh, you couldn't get it because you could only Lively Dirge for Trinket Mage, and Trinket Mage doesn't get you it. Yeah. So, I like the Merfolk token theme. That's fun. Maybe Midnight Clock goes. I think Midnight Clock's like quite literally the worst thing you could ever run in this deck, right? When the 12th hour is put on it, shuffle your hand in grave. Oh, I guess it only does it for you. Okay, I don't know why I thought it was symmetrical, but yeah. We can do Shadow the Second Sun stuff, I think. And then also cut Unstoppable Plan for Court of Antris. So this is the idea here. If our plan A of Lantern controlling fails, what you are able to do is have Court of Antris in play. You have the Monarchy with like a little evasive Merfolk action. And then Shadow the Second Sun makes an upkeep happen on your end step or before your end step. So Court of Antris makes a token copy of Shadow. And the next turn you get that twice. And any number of creatures you have with Phoenix in play lets you mill that many times because you get that many untap steps on your turn. If we manipulate people's libraries, Keen Duel is to consideration. It's not a bad idea. It's also just feeding opponents extra cards is a good way to unfuck Lantern. So, caution, warning, careful. Giving your opponents more cards per turn means they're more likely to break out of the Lantern lock. Bad. In fact, you might want to actually seek out something like a Notion Thief to sort of prevent opponents from drawing extra cards. Like, it's that important. I'm going to be real. I don't understand what you just said. It's okay. It's pretty convoluted. Court of Antris. Beginning of your upkeep, choose up to one target enchantment or artifact. If you're the Monarch, you make a token copy of it. If you have Shadow of the Second Sun on yourself, making an upkeep happen on your end step, you get uncap, upkeep, draw on your end step. You can Court of Antris, copy it during that upkeep set. So now you have two. Now you have two Shadow of the Second Sun. So next turn you have two untap, upkeeps, and draws. Great news. You now have 4 of these. You then have 8 of these next turn. And then you have 16 of them. And that's 16 beginning steps where all of your shit untaps so you can tap them to Phoenix 16 times and mill all of your opponents. I'm going to add Nihil Spellbomb to your deck. And Scavenger Grounds. Just generally not a fan of that one. Oh, wait, we're making a mill deck? Yeah, it's Phoenix. Are we making a mill deck with Phoenix? I don't mean to clown on you too hard. It's just, you know, what else are we doing with Phoenix? I don't know that, Commander. Okay, you know what? Fair, fine. Don't have egg on my face. Okay. This is keepable. Start with the Ghost Vacuum. This turn you should probably drop Urza Saga. And then this turn you make an Urza Saga token. And then this turn you make an Urza Saga token. This dies, and you get Soul Ring. You go Island as land for turn. 1, 2, 3. Loyal Inventor. Hey, look, search library for an artifact card, reveal it, and put it in your hand if you have control an assassin, but we don't. So we can just put on top the Lantern of Insight. These are both 4/4s now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Phoenix. Lantern of Insight. You win. Not everyone is ancient and knows about these old commanders. Phoenix is like one of the most played blue-black commanders still, isn't he? He's like kind of the face of blue-black. Demir. Who's on top? Wow, people don't really play Phoenix anymore. I mean, he's still like top 10. Top like 15. But I don't know. He's still pretty popular. Court can also make copies of Urza Saga Ramp. That's true. Court can also copy Court of Cunning. And you get, like, exponential fucking mill. Which is really funny. So, yeah, Shadow of the Second Sun should have been in this deck yesterday. Anyway, anyway. This is pretty nutty here. Oh my god, this deck's only $205. You can make token copies of Animate Dead every turn. Oh, fuck yeah. Go to the budget's Urza Saga. That's so funny. Doomsday Excruciator seems good here. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little too hard to cast. I would need you to buy an Urborg, but it's something to think about. Don't put this in your deck. It is, however, worth considering. When this creature enters, if it was cast, each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards of their library face down at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. So everyone has 6 cards left in the library, and you can just tap all your creatures and mill them out. It is 6 black to cast, so you'll need an Urborg, probably. Urborg, Tomb to Yawgmoth. Tomb of Yawgmoth. And then you'd probably want to run, like, an Expedition map to tutor that up. And that's already in considering. And then you also run a Teleria West, which can transmute for 0 drops. Which can get lands. Oh, that's in the main deck. It seems a bit convoluted. It's not really. It's can you make 6 black mana? Yes. Then you win. That's it. There's nothing convoluted about that. That's in fact very simple. Anyway, let's play test. All right, this hand's insane, and I'm going to show you why. Oh, whoa, but you don't have black mana. It's like literally so fine, though. Okay, here's Fabricate being awesome and getting you Lantern of Insight. Okay, I would eventually like one. I would like one swamp eventually. Anyway. And then he'll Spellbomb as well. I want you to run one bridge. Mistvault Bridge. There you go. Run one black-blue duel that you can tutor for off of a Fabricate or a Trinket Mage. This is kind of a cool thing so you can hit your land drop even when you're desperate. Like, sometimes everything's going for you except your lands, and just being able to turn Trinket Mage into a land drop or turn Fabricate into a land drop is kind of all you need to grease the wheels a little bit. We could also maybe add, like, one Vault of Whispers. Wait, that's nasty. I'm glad you agree. Just one Vault of Whispers, too. If he's in your graveyard, you can also use Superior Spider-Man to get the trigger. True! We would have to add more discard stuff, but, like, you could Superior Spider-Man. But you are Universes Beyond hater, I think was what the primer said. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It didn't say anything about that. I don't like Universes Beyond. Yeah, then we don't have to run Superior Spider-Man. Anyway, we could run Body Double, though. Body Double is basically Superior Spider-Man. This enters as a copy of any creature in a graveyard. Great news. If you cast it, and it's this, you win. Anyway, as long as the Universes Beyond hate is equal, I'm cool. I disagree. I mean, you can have, like, certain opinions about Spider-Man that you don't have against, like, Assassin's Creed or something. I don't know, like, here's Loyal Inventor. Here's Mirror Queen. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't like a property. It's okay. All right. I think it's about good to go. I'll drop this on your head. Looking pretty good. I don't think you can nitpick Pandora's box. Um, I think I would prefer no Universes Beyond to some, but there's some things that I think work fine in Magic. I think Universes Beyond and like Secret Lairs is kind of cool if Secret Lairs were more widely available, which they're not. So it's honestly like kind of just a lose-lose there. I don't know. I think you're allowed to be on a spectrum and not white and black. We have a Lurrus deck up next. Exciting stuff. I was in like Lurrus Companion for Wish. Lurrus Companion Hashaton. Where's the set as companion button? There we go. Okay. So, Lurrus Companion Hashaton. I want to start off by saying that Kaya's Ghost form is, of course, very great. Do you know what else is very great in a Lurrus deck? Animate Dead. I know your permanents cap out at mana value 2. Animate Dead's still very good. It's still definitely worth your time. There's also a Fungal Fortitude. That's another Kaya's Ghost form, but it's 1 more mana, but you get Flash on it. Let's read the blurb now, though. Bracket 3 Asterix with Hashaton Lurrus Companion, looking to control the pace of the game, really. I want as many card choices as possible to feel both good with Hashaton and Lurrus. This is a deck I've been building off of on and off for several months, and I just ready for a couple big events. Okay, Commander events in July and August. Hopefully I'll see you in Tacoma, Command Fest Tacoma. I like to keep the vibe of control hate bears as much as possible. Aristocrats doesn't interest me that much as making a 4/4 Hushbringer, no budget, etc. Cards marked in purple are cards that I have alters that I'd like to keep if possible. Cards marked in purple. Oh, I see. Okay. But I understand if anything has to go. I've done a few things I think is cool. Would this deck feel better in bracket 4? Yeah, because there is a combo aspect of bracket 4 that makes this very easier. But I think you should just stick to bracket 3 in general. I don't know. It's up to you. Do you want 3 or 4 Wish? Let me know in YouTube chat. General tuning and stuff. Will be making 4/4s be enough to close the game out? Yes, it depends, though, and we can talk about some options to amplify your game plan. Sorry for the wall text. Thank you for your talent time. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I think first things first, one of the first instance I want to put in a deck that makes a ton of 4/4s is Stubborn Denial. Counter your spell, your non-creature spell, unless you pay 1. But if I have a 4/4, so all of a sudden you can't have fun anymore. That's pretty good.
Don't like Milliken. Not a fan of Milliken. Feels like a little bit of a nombo with all your looters. Sorry to say. I do like that card quite a bit, but not in this deck. It's just you have so many looters. I don't really think I like that as a wipe. Springleaf Drum makes some amount of sense, I think. Sclamp, Mamber. So it sucks you don't really like Aristocrats, and that's the main reason, like, that's what's sad about it is, like, I think one of the best ways to build Hashaton Lurrus is, like, a Rally the Ancestors combo deck. Where you have, like, a ton of mill options and discard options and stuff like that, and you fill up your graveyard with creatures, then you just do X's 2, Rally the Ancestors, and you bring back all your Blood Artists and Zulaport Cutthroats and sack outlets, and then you sack your whole board, and then that kills everyone. But since we're not doing an Aristocrats angle, we have to get a little bit more creative with how we're killing people. I think you need Frantic Search. I think like this is just non-negotiable. You absolutely just, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, need Frantic Search. I hope you know, by the way, that you cannot X is like a billion off of Lurrus with Wan Shi Tong. You change the mana value of the spell while you're casting it, and then it's no longer a legal thing to cast. So any X spell with Lurrus doesn't work. I just want to make sure that's clear. I'm not saying that's in here because of that, but I am saying that that is a thing that you need to think about. I love you, Topple, but I think you might be too slow. All right, let's play test. Whoa, Ocelot Pride. That's kind of funny. Ocelot Pride. Lotho. Land pass. Or land Vohar pass. I honestly would be too opposed to Kratz if you think it would be more interesting. My biggest question would be like, what are the good Hashadon hits? Yeah, that doesn't work. What do you mean that doesn't work? There's a Strixhaven 2-mana ghost form that replicate as well. I'd prefer bracket 3, yeah. Okay. 2-mana ghost form. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. Did Ocelot Pride attack on turn 1? Yeah, no, I messed up, so I just didn't attack on turn 2. It's okay. Black. Black, white. Or black, blue 1, Dink. Dink. Phyrexian Reclamation, make a treasure token because of Lotho. Also, second spell, Ledger Shredder. We connive, draw, and then discard. Okay, great. Next turn. 1, 2. Here's Hashadon. Tap, draw, then discard. Esper Sentinel. 1, 2, 3. Here's Esper Sentinel 4/4. Okay, that's something. I think, honest to God, can I just put flying double strikers in your deck or like evasive double strikers? Or like, like, do we just run like a Chrome as well? Like 4 mana, give all of my 4/4s double strike. Selfless Spirit. That card is broken with Lurrus. It's already in the deck. Perfect. Yeah, I think 4 mana, give all of my 4/4s double strike wins the game, right? Also wasn't sure about stuff like Frantic Search or other non-permanents with Lurrus. Would love to know what you think. Trying to make as many cards work. But, well, Frantic Search works with Lurrus. You draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, and you play one of the 2 cards you discarded this turn. You basically are +1 card at that point. And then it works with Hashadon insanely well. It's literally 0 mana, trigger your commander and smile. Like, what's there not to love there? It's kind of required, if anything. There's your Beastbinder's fine. Kami of False Hope. I wish you'd run Starfield Jeopardy. That's the only sad thing. You just have so many cool 1-drops you can tutor for with it, but... Drop. Oh, I don't like Derange Assistant that much. What else to run?
Yeah, bummer. I was looking for cards that mention the total power among creatures you control, but those are just not words that are on cards. Um, we could maybe do something like ferocious. Each creature you control with power costs one less for each creature you control, power 4 or greater. That's kind of cool. If I were to pivot to aristocrats, which what feels great as a 4/4, is it more of like a pitch cop? Like you would just like accidentally get value with Hashaton. It wouldn't be like a deck that's all about Hashaton making 4/4 versions of 2-drops. It would be like more aristocrat focused, and then sometimes accidentally you would like shit out an Esper Sentinel here and there. That's a 4/4. But like if you don't want to play aristocrats, I don't think you have to. I think this can just be like a 4/4 matters like deck, and you just kill everyone. You know what'd be good actually? Extinction event. Choose odd or even. Exile each. No, mana value, not power. Terrible, terrible. So Winds of Abandon. Right, clear all your blockers, kill you. Seems pretty good. Keep this. Draw. Surveil 1. Or OBM is insane. Let's actually do Sea of Clouds. White, black, blue, or black, blue. Black, white. There you go. Well, I guess you played Likeness Looter last turn, and then this turn you're able to play Hashaton. Hold up, Surveil land. Rona. Rona's cute, but we'll graveyard her. All right, Morphic Pool. Blue. Let's actually go white. Serra Ascendant. Tap, draw, oh wait, actually draw, discard Serra Ascendant. 1, 2, 3, Serra Ascendant. So this is a token copy. And then we can pay 1 to make this into a Serra Ascendant. But then we lose our looter, which kind of is lame. Whatever, let's just play Kami with our last remaining 1 mana. Sack this, yay, next turn. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 9/9. Phantasmal Image on Serra Ascendant. Mausoleum Wanderer is super annoying. Sack it, counter where X is his power, so it's a 4/4 right now. You have to pay 4 to cast any instant or sorcery spell. Nutty. I was looking at cards with anime art, and I found a card that had a good cumulative upkeep. That's cool. Like, this feels pretty decent right here, this board state on turn 5. Bunch of Serra Ascendant bullshit. What's the downside of playing Braid with Fire? There used to be a thing called Mana Burn, Siha, and what would happen was you make a billion mana on your upkeep, and then you wouldn't be able to spend it on something, and you would take damage equal to the amount of mana that you had floating. But the answer is, in an instant-heavy deck, Braid of Fire is actually really good. It's just kind of slow to develop, right? And also, you lose your mana when you go to your main phase, so if you don't have instant speed stuff, you just kind of float all that mana, and it's for nothing. And Braid of Fire is a 2-mana do-nothing card. But if you have a bunch of instant speed stuff you can spend that mana on at the beginning of your turn, then it's actually very good. Okay, let's do OTAG Power Matters. Ooh, we could run a planet. Like Susser Secondi would be insane in this deck. Susser Secondi is in. Very good. OTAG Power Matters. 04. This is close. It's cute, but you can't even run it. It's 6 mana value, permanent. Bonder's Enclave works in your deck, but it is a 3-color deck. Not really that interested, I think. You may have this enters a copy of a creature you control with power 4 or greater. That seems pretty good. It's another clone that's 2 mana. Winter Night Stories is pretty good. The Harmonize is insane. That's a cool grab. Does it get flying too? Except it's a dragon's... Yeah, and it has flying. Yep. Yeah, I also like Winter Night Stories in this deck just because the first one is kind of just like a filtering spell and you discard a creature and whatever, who cares? The second time you do it, when a 4/4 is around, right, you tap it and then it's a 1 blue mana, draw 3, discard a creature, and then pay 3 more mana to reanimate it as a 4/4, right? So that one, Winter Night Stories is pretty fucking decent. So, maybe Arcane Signet comes out. I kind of like Springleaf Drum. Can also just pitch the front half to a looter if need be. Yeah, absolutely. Champion of Wits is a 3 mana value permanent, making Lurrus an illegal companion. You can't run Champion of Wits. I do know what you're talking about, though. It is a good idea for a non-Lurrus Hashaton deck. But we are a Lurrus deck. I just don't know if your 2 mana value ramp is really actually serving you that much here. I wouldn't keep this. I would keep this. Holy shit. Here's Giver of Runes. What are we Dizzy spelling for? It's like any of these 1-drops up here. That doesn't feel that bad, but I think I would prefer something like a... Oh, we already have Lively Dirge. And Lively Dirge isn't even that good to tutor 1-drops. How do you feel about ramp versus no ramp here? Hash plus Lurrus both feel pretty mana hungry. So I do think some amount of ramp is correct. It just can't get in the way of everything else. And I think 2 mana rocks are kind of getting in the way of everything else. I like your Mox Amber. I like your Soul Guide Lantern. I just don't like the 2 mana ramp. At the very least, you're going to have 2 mana ramp. Let it be Sand Scout. Right? Sand Scout can get any desert you wanted to play. I mean, that's pretty good. It mana fixes you. We could probably run Arid Archway. We're a 3-color deck, though. Lazotep, Quarry. And you do like MV equals 3 or MV equals 2 type desert. I would say... Oh, sorry. ID equals 2, not MV equals 2. And you do like Lonely Arroyo. Or you do the non-blue one, Forlorn Flats, and then you do one Ipnu Riverlet. I'm a certified Chrome Mox owner if we want that here. You don't have enough artifacts. Anyway, I like Sand Scout though, because Sand Scout can get Lazadep Quarry, and Lazadep Quarry is annoying, so that's good. I'm probably just honestly out with Kai's Ghost form. I like Animate Dead and Fungal Fortitude more. Skull Clamp, I mean, all your things are 4/4s, right? It's a strong card. Just a little mid. I mean, Juan's good. Oh, Sand Scout's a 2-drop? What the fuck? Dude, why do you think I always recommend it? It's a fucking 2-drop. It's so broken. Guess Goldforge Thopteryx. Yeah. Taking the back streets. Hollowed Fountain. White, black. Hashaton. Turbulent Moor enters untapped. 1, 2. It feels a little shit that we don't have a looter every single time, but I kind of want like 1 or 2 more looters. Ghostly Pilfer is a looter. Likeness Looter's a looter. O-Tag loot type creature. Sort MB. I mean, like Malcolm isn't that good. Could pivot to Catch-Up Ramp and ditch Hutchbringer effects. Ditch Hutchbringer effects I think is a strong word. I think you keep 1. It's probably actual Hushbringer that you keep, and you just cut Doorkeeper Thrall. Because I like having a Hushbringer effect that you can like get. Isn't Cultivate awful though? What? What are we talking about? Cultivate? Get in here, Kitsa. Muslim Wanderer is really funny. Here's Rona. Here's Hashaton. Here's Mausoleum Wanderer. Oh, actually, I don't know if I want Mausoleum Wanderer in play. Let's just play Diversion Unit. And then you can go tap, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you cast Legendary Spell. Okay. Next turn. This turn is Hashaton while holding up Counter Magic. I guess we don't play Demo Field then. We get a type is land. Watery Grave. Because you can't hold up Counter Magic then. That is tough. Anyway. Counter your spell. Yay. Okay. Pass. Or I guess you don't pass. You just 4/4 Mausoleum Wanderer. Tap Not Like a Moron. Psychic Frog. Okay, this turn you can go a little silly. Crack Polluted Delta. Get Island. Tap. Draw. Discard. Discard. And then this turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, a Chroma's Will. Discard. Discard. And then you can just 4/4 Flying Vigilance, 4/4 Flying Vigilance Double Strike, or 4/5 Flying Double Vigilance, 4/4, 4/4. These are all 4/4 Vigilances that are attacking with Double Strike and Flying. Anyway, Psychic Frog double connects, you draw 2 cards. Wow, you can start making token copies. I don't know, this feels pretty good. They have every keyword you could ever want in white. That's what they have. It's Flying, Lifelink, Vigilance, and Double Strike, in protection from each color, and indestructible. I guess we just give one more glance to O-Tag Power Matters. Saddle 3 Caustic Bronco. That sucks. It's a Dark Confidant. It's okay. Ooh, equal to its power, make a bunch of rabbit tokens. That's pretty good, even though you can't expel it for a lot out of the graveyard. With Luris. Okay. Enters. Okay. Still, we got one more last minute inclusion there, 1 or 2. Jackrabbit, Caustic Bronco. I don't know if I want to cut any more looters. Deafening Silence is very good for us. Oversold Cemetery is interesting. I don't want to cut Shattered Acolyte. It's just good removal. I don't want to cut Hushbringer either because it's life gain. There's a few life gain cards we kind of care about. Maybe it's Fairy Mastermind and Ledger Shredder. They're just both kind of like uncontrollable, which feels weird. Can't keep this. Can't keep that. It's a one-lander. This is kind of keepable. Put one away. Shadowy Backstreet, Surveil 1. Top. Next turn. Malevolent Hermit. Next turn. Spymaster's Vault enters untapped. Black, white. Hashaton. Sack. Counter your spell. Otawara.
1, 2, 3. Winter Night Stories, draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Then discard a card, unless you discard a creature card. Let's discard Drannith Magistrate, and then Springleaf Drum. And then next turn, this deck really sucks when you can't discard a card. I think like Bone Shards would be really good. 1 mana value spell, discard a card or sacrifice a creature, and then you get to destroy target creature or planeswalker. 1 mana, discard a card. Sounds pretty good to me. I think Serra Ascendant is our best threat. Maybe just a Mirror Infiltrator. An unblockable 4/4 is cute, but I don't know if it's needed. Okay, we can do something with this. Fetch for Shadowy Backstreet. Graveyard Douthie. Sea of Clouds. Serra Ascendant. Stubborn Denial. Hit you for 6, gain 6. Hit you for another 6. Okay. Hold on, this slap sucks. This is honestly like one of the best songs from 2020. Once again, just unable to discard cards. This is like kind of sad how frequently we're just like unable to discard cards. Like unable to discard cards. Okay, this one can discard cards. They made songs in 2020? Yeah, I know, right? Nice, we can't play our commander now. The mana's felt a little tough. I understand the vision for Cephalid Coliseum. I just... it's a lot. Heal all of Heliod's Generosity's Biblical Greed in our 3-color deck. Does the looter count need to go way up? I don't want to say way up. I think like 1 more. I don't know. It's like, do we have a looter here? Yes, we do. Playtest. Okay, do we have a looter here? No, but we do have Mom, and Mom is very good. Surveil 1. Ghostly Pilferer can stay on top. This turn can be Soul Ring, Mom. And then this turn is 1 blue Ghostly Pilferer. 1 blue Ghostly Pilferer, 1 black Caustic Bronco. And then here we are to this turn, where we can Shock and Watery Grave. Black, white, Hashaton. 1, 2, 3, Frantic Search. Draw 2 cards. Untap 3 lands. Discard 2 cards. Oh, look at that. Cathar Commando is now a 4/4 creature token. And then we can crew that Caustic Bronco with it. Okay, great. We put a land in our hand. Give protection. Last Adept Quarry. Very annoying card. We don't quite have a way to discard. Oh, no, we do. We have a Ghostly Pilferer. Bam, bam. Polyrog Prodigy. Cool. Crew. Draw an extra card with Caustic Bronco. Next turn. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Here's Malevolent Hermit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a Chroma's Will. Counter your counter spell. Okay, these all have flying and double strike and lifelink and vigilance and... If I want to request a deck build, how would you go about that? So there's 2 methods to earn a deck review around here. One of them's easier than the other way. First things first, we have 10 slots still available for next week's streams. You can just get that from the coffee. It's the best way to support everything here. But you can also watch for long enough to get 45,000 channel points, in which case you get a free deck review. Anyway, this is like a pretty decent board for turn 6. I'm feeling pretty okay about it. I'm just trying to think if there's any other way we can kind of explode everyone like a Chroma's Will can. You could run like a McKinley Stampede. That's kind of cute. I don't know if that's really all that good, though. Is there any card that's like creature tokens kill everyone? Add Dreamscape Artist you card. You can't. It's a Lurrus Companion deck. That card's 3 mana value. Sack this creature. Creature tokens you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Oh! Insane. Never give up on Scryfall, folks. You're always going to find fucking something. It's CMC2. Oh, Dreamscape Artist is CMC2? It sucks. It's really bad. I don't think that's any good at all, but it is CMC2. You got me there. It's 3 mana to activate it. That's what I'm remembering. Anyway, this is fucking badass. The 2 mana idiot that we just added. Antioch Strike Leader. Creature tokens you control gain indestructible until end of turn. That makes me smile. Thoughts on the new commander template site from Rebel? I think it is very good. I think there's a lot of features to like about it, and I think it's only going to get better. Maybe Remorseful Cleric can go. We kind of added some graveyard hate a little bit with Sand Scout that can get Scab Grounds. So we kind of have a little bit of graveyard hate now in the over here. Wait, did we not add Scavenger Grounds? That makes some amount of sense. Why we didn't do that? I honestly think I like it. Oh no, Curse of Duneyard's so cool though. Maybe just out with Demo Field. Demo Field's like really good land destruction though. I guess a Gondro. And then you can add Scavenger Grounds. It isn't tokens, but the 1 spree counterspell with a looting effect can go in. It's so much mana. You're paying 6 mana for a 4/4 at that point. If you pay 3 mana for a discard spell, and the thing you're getting is 6 mana, which is just not real. Okay, this is keepable. Forlorn Plains. Next turn, Misty Rainforest fetch. Get an island of some sort. Probably a Watery Grave. Here's Rona. Think Lorien Revealed Cycle, get an island. Shock this in, blue or black, white, Hashaton. There's a trigger from Rona to untap, so we might as well loot. Discard Kitsa, untaps. Discard or draw. Discard Polluted Delta. Dink. And then here you can just go black. Here's Phyrexian Reclamation. You can't have fun anymore. Pass. Tap. Draw. Do this on your end step. Discard. Get Jacked Rabbit into play. This is a 4/4. Oops. Next turn. So we untap with this thing. Move to combat. Swing with Jacked Rabbit. Make 4 rabbit tokens. And then you go 1, 2. Hushbringer. ETBs don't matter anymore. Tap. You cast a board wipe. Draw. Discard Mausoleum Wanderer. Sack Mausoleum Wanderer. Counter your spell unless you pay 4. Next turn. 1, 2. We're immune to board wipes now because we put this back in our hand. We attack with Jackrabbit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more rabbit tokens. Pass. Tap. Draw. Discard. Counter your board wipe. It's looking pretty good. I mean, we're getting more and more rabbit tokens. People are in trouble. Danger, danger. Right. I still do think Sarah Ascendant is our best threat here, but don't know how interested we'd be, but there are a few more sack to counter instant idiots if we want them, but none of them say equal to their power, right? Counter, target, power, type creature, sort MV. Yeah, none of them mention power or anything. So, like, Mausoleum Wanderer just is the best one, sadly. The only other one with that effect is Siren Stormtamer. That's not what Siren Stormtamer says. Siren Stormtamer counters any spell that targets a thing. It doesn't counter equal to its power, or, like, it doesn't counter unless you pay equal to its power. There's also, like, Judge's Familiar, but Judge's Familiar is always 1. Right? It's always pay 1. I think, honest to God, this deck is already fine. I think I can pass this to you. Because we're also able to loop Selfless Spirit like that, and that's also very annoying. You're able to loop Antioch Strike Leader like that. That's also pretty annoying. I think you're good to go. It sucks we can't put Pariah in your deck, but that's fine. We have, like, Kami of False Hope loops. This has a nice feel to it. Honestly, if you can't win games at all with this deck, just buy an Ink Shield. Just buy an Ink Shield. And then you're off to the races. If you ever cannot win any game for the rest of your life, just buy an Ink Shield. That's the solution to any white-black's problem. O-Tag, power matters, sort, date. Like, I just don't think there is anything that particularly cares about power that we can play. Wait. Isn't this insane? Shurikai could be cool. So, Lurrus Companion does not allow you to play permanents with mana value 2 or 3 or greater. Yeah, always chop up your feet. Yeah, 2 mana, equip this to a thing, and then hit someone with that thing, and then sack it and draw 4 cards. Insane. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Honestly, Mystic Remordis out. This is a cooler card draw spell. Great. Yeah. I think I'm going to I think it's done. I think we're good. We got it. We got it. I thought it was creatures. I've literally never used Lurrus. Yeah, it's permanents. Any permanent. You can do big spells, but no big permanent. Okay, I mean, I think that does it for today's stream. I think we got everything done. Hooray. I think we might have missed someone somewhere. If so, I'm so sorry. I literally just cannot find it in my reviews. Please DM me, reach out. Only one of the Tuesday deck reviews for next week have sold out, so make sure to get your deck review. YouTube, that does it for us.